What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans and Detroit Pistons fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. It is a Sunday night, and I want to thank you for joining me for this live play-by-play and scoreboard of the Spurs and Pistons game. Wow, a lot of players out tonight for the Detroit Pistons. I understand they only have 8 players dressed. I actually have the roster at 10. I have a little cheat sheet I use to call every game, and my goodness, they are out a lot of people. The San Antonio Spurs broke late breaking news today. DeJounte Murray out for health and safety protocol. Looks like he might be out for 2 weeks. And just a heads up, I'm not going to do videos on those anymore if a player's out for a week or two because of that, because it could be a lot of videos, and I don't really like talking about that. So, DeJounte, get well quick, or hopefully you have a test come back that says you're okay and we can get him back on the court, because I hate to see such a wonderful season get derailed because of this stuff. That being said, this is an opportunity for maybe either Lonnie or Devin, I don't know who's going to get the start tonight, to show us something and maybe open up the door for somebody else to get more minutes than they normally do, and we'll just kind of go from there. What's up, Jared, my loyal Yankees and Giants fan? The Giants stink. And by the way, to Spurs Nation, my supporters, my channel members, I'm doing New York Giants content again. I love the New York Giants. I just can't help but not do content on them. But I think you would enjoy it too, because quite frankly, I'm trolling the team. It's not serious content, and I'll just leave it at that. Give it a shot if you get a chance, even if you're not a Giants fan. I think it might make you laugh. Playmaker, what's going on? Since the playoffs, yeah, it's there's so much happening with teams missing players, and the Spurs, I didn't realize it, are like not too far from the top 8. I didn't realize how bad, ladies and gentlemen, the Western Conference was, and then I looked and I was like, there's a huge divide between the top 4 or 5 teams and then the rest of the teams. It's like there's a massive drop-off. You got your best teams and then everybody else. Jason, what's going on? It's Monday lunch. I'm sorry. Benjamin, good morning. It's good evening where I am, 7 p.m. John, what's up? Spurs, Falcons, Braves, Avalanche. Channel member, thank you for being here. Driving back from Arkansas. All right. Start Walker, I agree, David. Hey, what's up, Landon? Landon, you would enjoy the Giants content I've been putting up. I'm doing New York Giants content again, but I'm trolling the team. I'm having fun with it because the team is just so bad. I want to do something that makes me laugh and hopefully bring some laughs to other folks in this miserable New York Giants season. Full-time Spurs fan. Congratulations for being a full-time Spurs fan. Yes, they did clinch the NFC East. Congratulations. I thought they clinched it last week. No? What's up, Gabriel? Vincent, thank you for stopping in. Go Spurs, go is right. And your brother saw Jakob Pearl at the grocery store? All right. Hey, let's get a Go Spurs, go here. I see from Columbia. Go Spurs, go, my friends. No worry, full-time Spurs fan. This could be a trap game for the San Antonio Spurs. We've seen them. The Pistons have 11 players out tonight. Wow. I don't even know who some of these guys are. So I'm going to need help from you guys. Sometimes who's in there. Can somebody grab the Pistons starting lineup? Because the struggle is going to be real. They have, oh my goodness, they're just decimated. Yes, troll the Giants is what I'm doing. Brandon's World, what's going on? KBD starting? Probably not. Because then they would have to start KBD at power forward, Doug at small forward, and then Kelvin at shooting guard. The KBD thing's more than likely an anomaly. By the way, future Hall of Famer Manu Ginobili joining me tonight. Only felt appropriate after it got announced he was eligible for the Hall of Fame, which I think he will be in there. And there he is right there, a little celebratory Manu punch in the air. I got to think Lonnie or Devin Vassell will get the start. And then Derek will run the point. It just makes sense. Part-time Spurs fan, what's going on? Gabriel, apparently 8 players. Thank you, John Bradshaw. Actually, yes, I appreciate you helping with the Pistons. I'm transparent with you guys. I keep a little roster sheet up at the top right corner of my screen. It makes it look like I'm looking at the score. Manu, or you guys, which actually in the chat is over to my right, but the roster's also there, and I keep the first line, the second line, and maybe a couple role players just in case. But the Pistons have so many guys out. My starting lineup, I'm sure, is not correct. Right now, I'm sure it's not correct. Full-time Spurs fan, that is correct. The Lakers, they're in a lot of trouble, losing 5 in a row, and they're old. And team chemistry is just so off on their team right now. They don't play good defense. And by the way, Spurs fans, how about Patty Mills? What did he tie his career high with 34 last night against the Lakers? He was like 8 of 13 from beyond the arc. Patty Mills having pretty much a career year. Maybe, actually, probably is his best year at what, 33, 34 in starting games for the Nets. It's got to make Spurs fans kind of go, uh-oh, should we have given him a bigger role? Too late now. KBD is starting. Oh, wow. Yeah, Boss Mark TV, the Detroit, a trap game. You got to be careful, trap game. Do not overlook the Detroit Pistons, San Antonio Spurs players. Just because they're out a ton of players, do not just assume this is an easy victory. We've seen the Spurs lose to guys we've never heard of before, make guys you're not familiar with look like all-stars. Primo Weezy, yes. G League on vacation, Jesse. Devontae Kaycock's also called up too. If we're going to start, and let's hope Spurs fans, knock on wood, we've seen a lot of NBA teams, once they have one player enter the health and safety protocol, they have a bunch of others. Now, luckily, the Spurs dodged a bullet early in the season with Jakob Poeltl and Jacques Landale. Hopefully, this is just DeJounte, maybe one other player, and that's it, especially right now when we're getting going. As Jeff Ledbetter. Why didn't you play? Phil, your question, exactly. Yes, he is, Anthony. Yes, it's Veronica. What's up, Go Spurs, go. Yes, Jason, fact. Yes, they are landing. Congratulations, Landon Markham, Chase Elliott, fan 9. I gotta think, Landon, you yourself didn't think the Warriors would be this good. Obviously, as your favorite team, you expected them to be good, but this good without Klay Thompson, I figured they'd be a top 8 team, but number 1, hey, it is what it is. They're playing great defense. Stars of the Pistons, Boss Mark TV, I have no idea, and I didn't know Draymond was out. Unleash the K-Cock. Unleash the K-Cock! Forget unleashing the sandwich. Unleash the K-Cock. Right, we only have 11 thumbs up. We need some thumbs up here, my friends. That's what helps the channel. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. And there's the man of the hour. Not sweet, but he's sweet, but not sour. Wow, I can't rap. KBD with one of the best games in NBA history, hitting a minimum of 30 points and not missing a shot. He's tied the man that's on my TV right now, Fabrizio Umberto, for best shooting performance from a San Antonio Spur, not missing a shot. And what's up, young Stingray? Yes, Manu. Yes, I got to assume Kelman's at the 2. Man, I'm just talking who's the duder? Hey, what's up, duder? What? Sucks and below. Yeah. Lucas, what's going on, channel supporter? For those of you that are watching, what do you think of the New York Giants content I'm doing right now? I want to have fun doing Giants content, and I want to do Giants content. I've tried so many different ways. I'm like, I just got to focus on having fun. Analyzing the New York Giants like I do with the Spurs, don't enjoy it. Live streaming football games for 3 hours, don't enjoy it. But having a little fun, doing short videos, and getting some laps, hopefully, and bringing back Ricky Lombardo and Ron Jambo, that's fun to me. What's up, Ghost Player 316? Yes, I do remember that very much. The Spurs were on a roll, and then we got decimated by health and safety protocol, and we were never the same again. So KBD getting the start. Kellen's got to be at the 2 tonight. That'll give us more size, if there's any plus to that. Although DeJounte Murray, he's lengthy, but KBD's lengthy as well. That'll give us more size at the forward spot and a little more size, at least physically, at the guard spot. KJ's about 6'6", and he's more muscular than DeJounte. So interesting starting lineup. Cowboy X Factor. Ron Jambo's back. You've been asking. You got him. Ace Jude, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. White, Kelman, Doug, KBD, Yako, absolutely Jonathan. Giants bent over the bed. Ouch. Lucas, that was inspired by Conan O'Brien, something he did a long time ago. And I got to give props. He's not here. He doesn't usually stop on my Spurs streams because he's with his family and whatnot. But Bad Dog Sports did a video, a fake Joe Judge press conference, and I was like, hey, it looks like fun. I could do that. So I did initially the fake, I'm a Cowboys fan video. Then I did the fake Jake Fromm mouth moving video. Now the Joe Judge one. And I think that's what I'm going to do moving forward. And just little Giants skits. I want to have fun covering the Giants. And you might say, hey, you're making fun of your team. I'm like, there's nothing good to report on. If you've watched the Giants the last few weeks, it's not like the Spurs, when we lose, at least there's bright spots and young players, something to look forward to. There's nothing good at all happening with the New York Giants. Even the defense, which looks good in the first half, gets usually annihilated in the second half because they're so freaking tired from being out there the whole game because the offense keeps going 3 and out or turning the ball over. Oh boy. Yes, full-time Spurs fan. It is a fact. For the Detroit Pistons, Hamidou Diallo in the starting lineup, Sadiq Bey, Luka Garza, Frank Jackson, and Derek Walton Jr. Derek Walton Jr. is number 25. Oh boy. I don't even have him in my starting lineup. Luca Garza's in the stuff. Okay, this is going to be. I don't know most of these guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I really don't. I'm sorry. Doug McDermott, KBD, Jakob Pertl, Kellen Johnson, Derek White for our Spurs. Thank you, Cowboy X Factor. Texas Sports Reaction. Not happening, Veronica. Never happening. Exactly, Lucas. I mean, there's nothing fun about it. And I hate to say that. By the way, the players are on the court, and away we go. But I can't think of a more depressing sports team I love than the current version of New York Giants, where offensively they are absolutely boring, they're atrocious, and it's painful to watch. Luka versus Jakob, and the Pistons will get the jump ball to start us off. Hamidou Diallo with the ball will pass it out, and I'm going to really, I don't know anybody on this roster for the most part. All the guys I know are out. That's a quick three-point attempt, and that is no good by Luca Garza. All right, I got Luca Garza down. Derek White bounced past Jakob Pertl. Jakob with a long finger roll. Dr. J, not the Dr. J, George Gervin, Iceman. Wow, get your historical player act together. Quick baseline three is good for, who dat? Frank Jackson. I'm sorry, Pistons fans. No disrespect to your team, but you have so many players out. I don't know these guys. Doug McDermott takes off into the paint. He throws up a high layup off the glass, and it's good. And we're off to a high-scoring. What's up, Kohler Jester? It's Key YT. What's going on? Channel member, thank you for stopping in here. Wow. All your teams are winning, Landon. Murray is out because of health and safety protocol. That is a complete brick by Frank Jackson. Pistons get the ball back. They go around the world, and Saddiq Bey drives into the paint. Nice reverse layup is no good, but he's going to get fouled by Jakob Pertl. Looks like he's going to the line for two. Let's not say, don't say the Pistons suck. Yes, they have a bad record. This is a trap game. This is a team that's struggling, missing a plethora of players. And Spurs fans, we've seen it all too often this season and the last few seasons. We sometimes play down to our opponent. And this is a trap game, and the Spurs could shock us and lose this one. So please don't talk any smack about the Pistons, number one. But number two, Spurs got to take this team seriously. Any given Sunday, and it is Sunday right now. The bystander, what's going on? Both free throws good. Pistons up 5-4. Let's not talk about that, the bystander. The VAX, that's very political. It's divided people. We don't want to talk about it here. I don't want to talk about it. I'll talk about it on my music channel. Keldon with the runner in the paint, no good, and we're going to have a defensive foul on Luca Garza. Merry Christmas, Joe Congdon. Thank you for stopping in. Jesse, I would love to see KBD break out, but we can't overdo it with one performance. I mean, the Lakers' defense is atrocious. Worse than I ever thought it was. But could that be a confidence booster for KBD moving forward? Another foul. I don't like this. I don't like all these fouls already. That one's on Derek Walton. I'm the type of fan that doesn't like, a foul fest. And we already have a couple early ones in the first few minutes. Zach Collins is ready to play, supposedly. They said after Christmas. It's after Christmas. KJ with the ball takes off into the paint. Tough jumper off the glass, no good. Jakob Pertl with the offensive board and put back. Jakob Pertl, oh, you didn't know, the best offensive rebounder in the NBA. Yeah, for all the people that say he stinks, I mean, yeah, he stinks at the free throw line, I'll give you that, but come on, he's earning that contract. He's outplaying his contract. Saddiq Bey with the ball right now, going one-on-one with Jakob Pertl, 8 on the shot clock. Saddiq Bey, a couple nice dribbles, and then almost throws it away. Or actually, Derek Walton almost doesn't catch the pass. They get to Luca Garza. Garza double team. Quick pull-up jumper is no good. And the Spurs will bring it up the court, up 6-5, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. They get up to Yak real quick, and he loses it out of bounds. They try to go fast break and could not bring it. What's going on, the sports critic, my man? What's going on? Amir, good dude. He's also, unfortunately, a Giants fan. Covers the Orlando Magic and the St. Louis Cardinals. Make sure you sub up my man, the sports critic. Try to get him to... Where are you at for subscribers right now, Amir? I don't even know. Garza with a nice move in the paint. Get him up to 3,000. Zach is eligible to play. And he just hasn't, I don't think he's going to play anytime soon. Derek White thinks about a three, pulls it down, drives into the paint. Runner is good. No defense so far in this game. So what's going on, Carl? And yes, Josh Primo is ready. You're all, hey, always a mirror. You're a good dude, man. We might have butted heads a little bit back in the day for whatever reason. Well, we really didn't. People thought there was a feud. There wasn't. That three-pointer is no good. Jakob Pertl with the defensive rebound. It felt pretty good, Amir. Almost a turnover. Spurs get the ball back. Doug McDermott for a long three, and Dougie McBuckets. What's up, David? Thank you for stopping in. I love making that video, Amir. You know, I'm going to do more Giants content like that because it makes me laugh and apparently makes some of you laugh as well. It is Pistons ball. Starting lineup, by the way, for the Pistons tonight was Frank Jackson, Derek Walton, Hamidou Diallo, Sadiq Bey, and Luka Garza. And speaking of Frank Jackson, he just hits a three for the Pistons, a corner three, to make it 11-10. Vamos Spurs, vamos, David. Merry Christmas, Gibless. Jakob Pertl, the little runner in the paint, off the glass, no good. A fight for the board, and the Pistons will come down with it. Donovan and DeJounte are out. Donovan is out. Donovan Mitchell's out. A drive to the hoop and a miss by Diallo, but the putback by Luka Garza, and the Pistons take the lead 12-11. DeJounte Bacon will probably be out for 2 weeks. Brandon, go Spurs, go. Trying to talk to. I got to focus on the game a little bit here. Jakob tries a little give and go with Derek White. Derek gets the ball back after the near turnover. Back to Jakob. Jakob Pertl with the thunder dunk of justice. He can dunk. Goes up with two hands and oh, mama! Where's that more often? Jakob with 6 points already in the first 4 minutes. Hamidou Diallo. Hamidou, who you love. Diallo gets into the paint and throws up a little kind of mini baby junk hook. It's weird. Remember when the Spurs were a really good defensive team? It feels like lately the Spurs are just all offense and no defense. Now the Pistons are shorthanded tonight, so the Spurs got to keep running and gunning and just try to tire this team out. So by the third or fourth quarter, they got nothing left in the gas tank. Derek White, baseline runner, is no good. Jakob Pertl with the rebound, gets it out to Dougie for three. In and out, Burger. Sadiq Bey with the rebound. Here come the Pistons. They got a fast break to Jackson, and he stepped out of bounds. They're going just a little too fast. Turtles in the chat. Turtles in the chat. Nah, dunk the ball, Velo. We got to dunk it. Respect the dunking. Mono, you respect the dunking, right? That's true, the Kerm. That's true. All right. Spurs down by 1. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Appreciate y'all hanging out here on a Sunday night. Spurs got 5 games this week. 5. I'm only calling 4. I'm not calling the New Year's Eve game. No way. Not happening. Not today. Not tomorrow. Jakob in the paint with the layup, and it's good. And Jakob Pertl with 8 points already. Maybe he saw Jacques Landale's recent scoring and said, you know what? I need to turn up. But yeah, 5 games for the Spurs this week. Jackson to the paint, high layup, no good. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. Keldon had a double-double every game last week. And my goodness, I am fired up. I'm talking a mile a minute. Keldon, little Euro step into the paint, squeezes through the Pistons defense, and it's good. How's it going, AB? Points in the paint for the Spurs. 14 out of their 17, all in the paint. And now a timeout by the Pistons. Let's go! You're welcome, Bobby. I need after the New York Giants were terrible today, I need another Spurs win. With these 5 games this week, I don't expect the Spurs to be like my Mustang and go 5-0. But can the Spurs finish 3-2 or 4-1? Yes. They start the week. They end the week how they started. Saturday we play the Pistons again. Actually, let me see who we're playing this week. Bacon. That's what I'm saying. I think. He saw Jacques Landale score those points and said, I need to step it up. So the Spurs got the Pistons tonight. They got the Jazz tomorrow, the Heat, then the Pistons. I don't have the New Year's Eve game. I think it's against the Grizzlies. I'm not sure. I think we can go 4-1 this week, but 3-2 would be adequate. 5-0 would just be ridiculous, which means we'd be on, a 7-game winning streak. But hey, the Spurs team is a team of surprises, and let's keep it going. Let's get the thumbs up going. We're not even at David Robinson's number yet, my friends. Where are my Spurs fans at? Can we get some thumbs up for your man working hard here? My 3rd video of the day. The Spurs video earlier, talking about Becky Hammon, possibly leaving the Spurs. And then a Giants video, and now a live. Putting some more overtime in today. And I still got to work on a video for my music channel this week. Doing pretty good. Starting lineup a little different because DeJounte Murray's out. He's out for probably 2 weeks because of health and safety protocol. And we've got KBD starting at the 4. Now we have Doug McDermott starting at the 3. Keldon Johnson playing the 2, and Derek at the 1, and then Jakob, of course, at the 5. And it's different, but Why not? That gives us, I think, a little more size. And, obviously missing El Capitan, El Mr. Triple Double is going to hurt. But, you know, we got to be able to win without him. You spec 3-2, but 5 up. Well, yeah. Well, thank you, the bystander. Spurs putting that good flavored cheese on the smoked first game of the match. Jesse, I hope not. What's up, Mars 101? I am, Veronica. I had a lot of fun doing both videos today. And I guess I'm pumped up for the Spurs tonight. There's Zach Collins. Zach Collins, number 23. I'm going to have to remember that. If I see a 23 come on the floor, that's who that is, because I haven't seen him play this season with the Spurs, obviously. What's up, Christian? Why should the Spurs should be scared because we lose games like this. We lose games to teams missing tons of players. Since 2015, the Pistons do have the worst winning percentage against the Spurs, .167. That's a 2-10 record, but the Spurs find ways to somehow lose games that we should obviously win on paper. So hopefully that's not the case tonight. Devin Vassell, Lonnie Walker checking in. Trey Jones, not Trey Jones. Why did I think that was Trey Jones? Never mind. Pull-up jumper is off the rim and no good for Derek Walton. Kelton will bring it up for San Antonio. Derek White is still in there. Jakob loses the ball in the paint. Jakob scoring a lot, but having a little trouble holding on to the ball. Got some slippery balls out there. Just saying, Diallo into the paint, throws up the layup, and it's good. It is 17-16. 5:55 to go, and a whistle. Diallo rocking the Silence of the Lambs tonight, wearing a face mask. Goats to wear number 23. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Zach Collins. Wow. Kellen, Euro step into the paint, throws it up, and it's in. My man Kellen Johnson has struggled a bit with his two-point field goal percentage. Was really rough last week, so hopefully he can start making his twos. Because he's been making his threes. He's one of the top three-point shooters in the NBA right now. Pull-up jumper is no good by Luka Garza. But if he can put that 2-game and 3-game together, plus he's been hitting his free throws, he could average 20 points per game very easily. Keldon back into the paint, goes around the defense, throws up the layup, it's good, and one! Is Zonlins available? Yes, Zach Collins is available. Yes, you take every team seriously. Every team seriously. We just saw it in the UFC, or I did, where the greatest female UFC fighter of all time, Amanda Nunes, lost, and lost bad. She went against somebody that, a good fighter, good contender, but was totally gassed out of the first round. Maybe didn't take her seriously. You see it all the time in mixed martial arts. Jacqueline Dale's in the game, where you underestimate your opponent, and boom, you're knocked out. 5:23 to go. Spurs up by 5. Keldon at the line for a possible 3-point play. I mean, do Giants thinking have this? The Giants, yes, Jesse. Amir, I can't. That's why I got to troll the Giants for now. I love them, but Keldon's free throw is good. Keldon and Jakob having a good first quarter. Let's keep it going. Luke Kang Landale is in the game, and he's got people excited. When he's in there, the Spurs just score. Trey Jones is officially in the game now. And I wonder if, I don't like blowouts, my friends, but I wouldn't mind a Spurs blowout tonight so they get some rest for the game tomorrow. That pull-up three is no good, and Jacques Landale with the rebound. Jacques Landale, a great offensive rebounder, a great three-point shooter for a big man, but I wouldn't mind a blowout so our guys get some rest, maybe get K-Cock. Speaking of three-point shooting, Landale for three! Wide open, Kelman finds him. Boom, boom, boom. Pew, 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 pew. And while I was doing all that sniping, we had a drive to the hoop, and a layup by Diallo. Spurs ball, up by 7. Lonnie pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. And Lonnie has been on fire lately. Yeah, Jacques Strap. No, I don't like the name Jacques Strap. I don't know, Boss Mark. I'm pumped up today. I'm in a great mood. Wow, a miss by Frank Jackson. Gets his own miss and puts it back. Oops. Whoa. Devin Vassell wide open for a baseline 3. Swish, kill the fish. Spurs up by 10. Jesse, that's why I'm hoping for a blowout, so we get some Joe Mama, some Primo, and a whole lot of K-Cock. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Detroit. Jack the Rock? Oh, I like that. You're welcome, Arjun. Yes, he is. Congratulations, Manu Ginobili, for being nominated for the Hall of Fame. He's the top guy in this class. You got to think probably a lock. I got to get one of these up. Go Spurs, go! It is Pistons ball. Quick pull-up jumper is in and out burger. I don't even know who that was. Oh boy, we got some players in there. I don't even know who's double zero. They got two Diallos on their team. Cheek Diallo. All right. Check Diallo. Offensive foul on the Pistons. Spurs ball. 3:50 to go. The Spurs are in the bonus. Trey Jones brings it up for San Antonio. Out to Keldon Johnson. Keldon wound three-point land. Gets it over to Devin. Devin to Jacques Landale. Landale will be stripped of the ball, out of bounds. He'll stay with the Spurs. I'm not trying to tell you anything about that score. Not trying to tell you. I don't know what happened there. Ricardo, what's up? Go Pistons, go. Thank you for being here, Pistons fan. You are welcome. Your team is missing a lot of players. I understand they're only dressing 8, so they are heavily at a disadvantage. But hopefully have a good game no matter what. Ball into Jacques Landale. Drops it off to Bryn Forbes, who's checked in. Forbes, pull up from the free throw line. Short. And Pistons ball. Jockstrap is the actual nickname. Is it really? That's his nickname? Jockstrap? I don't want to call him that. And a jumper in the paint. And Diallo. Check Diallo. There's two Diallos tonight. I got to assume they're related. Hamadou Diallo and Check. I don't know how to say his name. I got to think they're brothers, right? Lonnie was tying his shoes. Where's St. in the standings? Arjun, I think we're top 10 now. Yeah, I'm found Forbes getting minutes, Butterfly. The tougher game should be tomorrow. First free throw is good for Diallo. Zachary, what's going on? Go Spurs, go is right. Glazing bacon, that usually is what happens with Bryn Forbes. He comes in, if he misses 2 or 3 shots, done for the game. 30-21, 3-2-1 left in the first Q. Second free throw is good. Rooting for Forbes? All right. 30-22. Demisel open for a corner 3. Boink, no good. And it'll be Pistons ball. Back rimmed it. Nice looking shot, just didn't go in for him. Frank Jackson, pull up from the free throw line. Frank Jackson, had a pretty good first quarter. Swartz Critic, I think we can make the play, and we have a timeout by Pop. They just got to find some consistency. They've been consistently inconsistent this year and have lost some games. They really should have won their first matchup with the Lakers. They lost in overtime. It went to overtime because the Spurs missed 7 free throws in the fourth quarter. Murray's out, health and safety protocol, Commando Ninja, so he could be out for 2 weeks. So he won't play again until next year, literally. They should have no excuse to miss. Pistons are missing most of the roster. I mean, seriously. Brandon's World, last year, don't forget, the Spurs were 5th. And then we got hit with our own personal safety protocol issue, and we had tons of games postponed, and then the season just derailed after that. Just really sucked. My Christmas is good. The Singularity, Zach Collins is available now. They said after Christmas, that's today. He is not playing yet, but I got to think his cardio might not be there yet. So just because he's ready to play now doesn't mean Pop's just going to throw him out there. Best case scenario, if we have garbage time for either tonight or tomorrow against the Jazz, then he might put him out there. But he's not ready to just get thrust in there and contribute. More than likely. He hasn't played in a while. He's been nursing an injury. So there's a lot of things going on with Zach Collins before he's just going to be pushed out there. I hope it's not his quad velo, but since the quad injury, he's been a little on and off. There's Kelvin Claus. I didn't do a video on it, but I have to say it's wonderful. You guys know David Robinson's my favorite player of all time. I think I've said that a million times on this channel. And David Robinson was a great guy on the court, but an even better guy off the court. And seeing this package video now with the San Antonio Spurs doing things for kids for Christmas, and Keldon Johnson has done a lot of stuff in the last 2 weeks where he dressed up as Santa Claus, and then he bought some gifts for lesser income families. Just, it's nice to see the San Antonio Spurs players giving back so much to the community. That hits me right here. I love seeing good things done by our guys. I mean, I know Charles Barkley was always like, I'm not a role model. I'm like, you know what? You might not be, but people still look up to you. Literally, too. A lot of these guys you got to look up to because they're tall, except for maybe me, because I'm 6'4". But it's nice to see, good, feel-good stories about NBA players doing good things for the community. And I know there's a lot of players that do that, but I don't know it because I don't follow the teams. But seeing our Spurs just be such a part of their community, it's awesome. Yeah, the Kerm, I was thinking maybe there's a chance Zach Collins could go to Austin for a week or two just to get his cardio back, get in the rhythm, get back in the swing of things, and not look at that as a demotion at all. But I'm sure Papa tell him, look, I'm sending you there because you've been out for so long, so that could happen. I think Mitchell's out too, though. Anthony Bustamante. I heard Donovan Mitchell might not be playing. Diallo's 0-0. And I didn't see who took that shot for the Spurs, but it's a miss. No trade news lately. It's been very quiet. Frank Jackson drives by the Spurs defense, gets it to the paint, takes it at Jacques Landale, no good, but he is going to draw the foul. And that's 2 fouls on Jacques Landale, which means he's going to be coming out of the game. Let's go, Dougie. What's up, Dallas PO? Thank you for stopping in. As an Illinois fan, Luka Garza was a beast in college. Connor, I'm not familiar with Luka Garza. Not too familiar with them, but doesn't mean he won't play well against my team. First free throw was no good by Frank Jackson. Colder Jester, yes, and I love to see that. That's the feel-good part of sports. You hear so many bad things about athletes, especially in the NFL with stuff, and LeBron James has become a very polarizing figure in the NBA the last few years. He's done a lot of good things, and it's nice just to have a positive, no negative stuff with any of our team as far as I know, just good stuff. Frank Jackson with 11 points in the first quarter. Jacques Landale is still in the game. Devin Vassell drives to the paint, passes it out to Lonnie Walker around the world to a wide open Bryn Forbes for 3. No good. Come on, Bryn, you got to make some shots here, bro. You're wide open. You could have made a sandwich while you were out there. But he didn't. Derek Waltland passes it to Devin Vassell. He's not on your team. Devin sprinting up the court, going for his own personal fast break into the paint. And a thunder dunk of justice, coast to coast. My neighbors must think I'm crazy. Devin Vassell with the steal, and it takes it all the way home with one hand. That was pretty cool. That quick pull-up 3 is short. Trey Jones sprints up the court himself into the paint. Back to Devin Vassell. Vassell, nice bounce backs to a cutting Lonnie Walker, and Lonnie Walker with the layup, and it's back to a 9-point lead. Very nice by Devin. That should be in a highlight reel somewhere. That quick pull-up 3 is in and out. Offensive board for the Pistons. And the putback, the shot was by Jamarco Pickett. Never heard of him. I didn't see who got the putback, but I don't know who a lot of these Pistons guys are. Jones into the paint. Jones out of the paint. Turnaround jumper. Is going to roll around and finally go in. Spurs with 36 points already with 1:20 to go, Spurs fans. Joe, I'm staying where... Devin's fine. I got to stay where I am. Unless I was to get fired from my job because of stuff that's happening. I have a pension, so that pull-up 3 is no good. I can't even see who some of these Pistons guys are when they're shooting far away. I think that was Frank Jackson for 3. Devin Vassell with the ball. Spurs up by 9. Whoops, they got 27. Missed a bucket somewhere. The ball's going to be stripped, knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Spurs. 51 seconds to go. Right, can we get some Spurs in the top 10, Blaze? We're making Frank Jackson look really good. They're showing the Devin Vassell play right now. Just sprints up the court. Actually, Frank Jackson got his hand on the ball. Devin powered through it and went right at the... I don't even know who that is for the Pistons. Good grief. Bryn Forbes with another miss. Jacques Landale with the tough offensive board, but he loses a grip on it, and it's now Pistons ball. My goodness, I don't know who some of these guys are. Pistons are missing so many dudes. 40 seconds to go. Diallo just pulls up for 3. Swish. Amadou Diallo. 33 seconds to go. Trey Jones brings it up for the Spurs. 36-30 for those of you that are just listening. Trey Jones pick and roll with Jacques Landale. Bounce pass to Landale. Landale with the left-handed layup, and it's good because Jacques Landale just scores, guys. 5 points already. That's what he does. He comes into the game and he scores. How can you not love that? Defensively, yeah, there's some gaps here and there, but hey, you know what? When you're giving us this much offense, I can live with it. And now a foul on Lonnie Walker. 10 seconds to go. 38-30. That is done with the Spurs. Did he call her? Yeah, Kyle Cruz, what's going on? I think Thaddeus Young is done. I don't think he's going to play another minute with the Spurs unless it's like an emergency or a complete garbage time situation. Is Frank Jackson going to play like 48 minutes today? As Shep Diallo goes to the bench. Exactly, Bobby February. 10 seconds to go. Both teams in the bonus now. Spurs up 38-30. No defense in this game. Pickett with the ball. Pickett out in three-point land. Pass it back to... Oh, ball's going to go out of bounds. Never mind. Turnover with 1.7 seconds left. Yes, I'm struggling with this roster, J Money. Plus, they're wearing... Their numbers are hard to see on the front of their jerseys. So when I can only see the front, Devin Vassell, half-court three. No good. 8-point lead will take it going into the second quarter, but it's hard reading their numbers when it's the front of their jersey. I can see the back fine. Oh, boy. Delta Boy, still... Thad to Phoenix? Yeah. Good evening, Evan Avery. Yeah, I don't think KBD has taken a shot tonight. Lineup was Jacques Landale, Lonnie Walker, Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, and... I don't remember the fifth player on the court was. Bryn Forbes, maybe? By the way, I still don't like that, Spurs fans. Bryn Forbes and Trey Jones on the court at the same time. Not a fan. I haven't been all year. No, we got 69 likes. Nice. That's a good luck number. No disrespect to Bryn Forbes and Trey Jones. Just when they're on the court together, it doesn't seem to work more often than not. So I have not been a fan. Just going to call it like I see it. Not a fan. I watched the Giants game, and by the way, Kyle, good morning, Michael from the Philippines. Kyle, you seem to like trolly stuff. My Giants content, for anybody just stopping in, I'm doing New York Giants content again. I love the team too much not to cover them in some manner. And my man Bad Luck Sports kind of influenced what I'm doing now in his own little way. I'm trolling the team to the point where if you're not a New York Giants fan, I think you would enjoy this content and get a laugh out of it. Ron Jambo's back, Ricky Lombardo's back, the angry New York Giants fan. If you remember either of them, they're my latest New York Giants video. If you get a chance, check it out. Let me know what you think. But I had a blast making that video today. I did not know Jordan Clarkson's from San Antonio. I thought he was from the Philippines. Did he grow up in San Antonio? What's up, Big Kills? Thank you for stopping in. Yes, I got wait, Stanley. So I got some people on my roster that are out. Good grief. I did vote, but it didn't take my vote on NBA.com. I tried to vote for DeJounte. I didn't vote for any of their Spurs. I was honest in my voting. I wasn't going to vote for players I didn't feel deserved, but I did vote for DeJounte. I just kept clicking vote, and nothing seemed to happen unless you can vote like 25 times. The good, the Spurs got 38. The bad, they gave up 30. The ugly, 8 players with 10 days. Players might run out. 8 players with 10. What? He grew up in San Antonio. All right. Garbage Time Drew. Garbage Time Q did pretty good for the Warriors the other day, didn't he? What's up, Abe from Saudi? Ricardo, hello to you. I voted for, in the West, I'm trying to remember, I voted for DeJounte Murray, LeBron James. Look, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I'm not going to deny he's been killing it in L.A. Just everybody else around has been bad. Jokic, Steph Curry, one more forward. I forgot who the other forward is I voted for. But that's, and then the Eastern Conference, Kevin Durant, Giannis, I'm drawing a blank who I voted for. Spurs turn the ball over, and that's a fast break, and that's a layup for Diallo. Hamadou, that is. Oh, boy, I'm not on my scoreboard. 38-32. Start the second quarter. Derek White back in. Jakob Poeltl back in. Forbes in there right now. Forbes turns the ball over. Forbes is not having a good night. And Derek White gets the ball right back, and then Forbes is fouled. Bryn Forbes not having a good night. Who is number 91 for the Pistons? 91? Who is that? I went deep into the roster. And who's 14? Oh my gosh, I don't know who these dudes are. I'm sorry, Pistons fans. I really am. I'm not trying to troll the team. 91 and 14. Vassell rattles in a 3. So I got to think these other guys I had up here are not playing. That's great. Oh, my Lanta. Scoreboard, wake up. Scoreboard, there we go. 41-32. 91's Rodman? Wait, is that really his name? Cade Cunningham is out. Is it really Rodman? Was Dennis Rodman 91? I don't remember his number. Nice ace. All right, it is Pistons ball. I didn't think he was Robin. I forgot Dennis was number 91, to be honest with you. And the Pistons are going to have throw the ball out of bounds. It's Spurs ball. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. 3-6. I don't know. Sir, who? I don't even know how to say that name. Servidus? Cirrhosis? Derek White. Nice pass to Jakob Poeltl. Jakob with the layup on the paint. Derek threading the needle. 43-32, biggest lead of the game for the San Antonio Spurs. And my apologies not knowing the Pistons roster, but there's a lot of guys they just brought up the last few days. And wow, Diallo with a huge miss. I think he got blocked. Spurs ball. I'm so confused with this Pistons roster. White into the paint. Ooh, gets tripped. Huge collision. That's got to be a foul on the Pistons. Primo and K-Cock will be nice. Was it a cell block, Velo? I've been looking back and forth between the roster and the chat, and yep, there's the replay. Devin got a finger on it, and that's all you need. Nice block by Devin Vassell. Still early though, still early. But I would like me some K-Cock, Primo, and Joe Mama. Derek White's going to be at the line for 2. I'm going to see if I can jump into the game stats real quick and find out who these Pistons players are. Because I think they're playing guys that just got called up from the G League. Wait, who's 0-0 then? They're saying check Diallo's 14, but I saw 0-0 with Diallo on his... I'm so confused. 3, 6. They've played 8 guys. They're the starters. Stanley 35. They don't even have 91 listed on Google. Wow, this is a disaster. Both free throws good by Derek White. I'll do my best, my friends. I'll do my best. There's Pistons ball down by 13. 10 minutes to go in the second Q. Defense chance in the AT&T Center. Hamidou Diallo drives into the paint. Push off on Derek White, no call. And Luka Garza with the rebound. And now a fight for the board. And finally a foul, I think, on the Spurs. Primo for Forbes, please. Right? That was a clear push-off by Diallo. They didn't call a foul. Now, Derek White did embellish it. He ran out of bounds like he got shot out of a cannon. But a clear... Nah, the refs are going to miss calls. Luka Garza's at the line for 2. Gibless, I agree. I like what I'm seeing from Jacques Landale when he's on the court. Bryn Forbes is having a rough game. I'd rather see Primo out there at this point. Full-time Spurs fan, you could be right. KBD, Doug McDermott checking back in for San Antonio. Don't stress, just saying Pistons player. I'll get our players right 99% of the time, but Josh Primo on the bench, I see him. But the Pistons roster is so depleted that they're just bringing in dudes that I've never heard of. And you're going to have that on every team. Like, you haven't heard of some of their players, but I mean, they're deep in, like, 3rd string, 4th string land. And I actually feel bad for them. That sucks. Jakob Poeltl. As soon as I talk about non-known players, I got Landale in my head. Jakob Poeltl gets the ball to Devin Vassell. Vassell gets the ball taken away. Pistons trying to go fast break. Derek White gets run over. And an offensive foul. Wait, what? No? They're calling a block on Derek White. Sadiq Bey maybe getting one. Gaston, what's going on? All right. It's 3-pack, 4-pack. Let's take a look at the replay. Derek White stops. He got run out. What? How's that a... That's a charge. Look, I'm a Spurs fan, but I call games the way I see it. That was a terrible call against the Spurs. Wow. Oh, boy. All right, thank you, Veronica. That was a terrible call. Pop's got to challenge that. Jason, top 6. You know the Western Conference? I want to pull up the Western Conference. We're in a timeout. If you guys could keep smashing the thumbs up, would appreciate it. As we take a look at the standings, it's really weird in the Western Conference. We got the Warriors at 27-6. Suns right behind them, 26-6. The Jazz, 23-9. Then after that, it starts dropping off a little bit. Grizzlies, 19-14. Clippers, 17-15. And then that's it. I'm used to the Eastern Conference having a bunch of teams under 500 in the top 8. Well, in the Eastern Conference, all top 8 teams are 500 or better. But the Western Conference, that's not the case. You got the number 6 Nuggets at 15 and 16. The Lakers at 7, 16 and 18. The Mavericks and Timberwolves are tied for 8th and 9th at 15 and 17. And the Spurs are right there at 10th at 13 and 18. The Western Conference is really not very good right now. The Nuggets, the Mavericks, and Timberwolves are all on 2-game losing streaks, and the Lakers have lost 5 in a row and seem totally just, I don't know what's going on with them. Their defense is terrible. Yeah, they're missing players too. So the Spurs, if they can get 3 and 2 this week, 4 and 1, if they can get to 17 and 19, that could put them up in the top 8 seed. Now, a 6 seed, because we started off the season so poorly and had a 5-game winning streak in there, I think that might be a reach. Depends how the other teams do, but could they finish in a top 8 seed? Yes, which would be, to be transparent, probably an overachievement. I expected the team to get 32 to 36 wins this year. I did expect them to beat the record Pop get the record no matter what. But being both LA teams last week, that Spurs team that beat the Clippers and Lakers, if they play like that on a consistent basis, could definitely be a playoff team. And who knows what Zach Collins will bring to the team. Yeah, I don't know. What happened with Jean Morant? I heard, I know Clan, the Spurs fan, did a video on Jean Morant. I didn't watch it because it wasn't a Spurs video. Plus, he puts up so much content. I don't watch every video, and that was just one that didn't really catch my eye. But Spurs won the challenge. The Packers did win, I believe. Clifton, I think we got a solid 2-punch with Yak and Jacques, the Yak and Jacques connection. Derek White, 12 charges, 3rd in the NBA, one of the best in the business. And that was an obvious one. It shouldn't have had to have been challenged. It was very clearly a charge. Referee's sleeping. The West has a winning record versus the East. Do they? Michael TV, anything's possible. Lottery picker playoffs. I mean, I'll never root for my team to lose. That's just the way I am. KBD with the ball in 3-point land. Gets it over to Devin Vassell. Devin to Jakob. Jakob in the paint. The little jumper hook is good. And Jakob Poeltl, I think he has like 10 points so far. And you know what? He's got 12 points. If Jacques Landale is going to push Jakob Poeltl to score more. And now a steal by Devin Vassell. They got a fast break. Devin with the layup. No good. KBD. Thunder dunk of offensive rebound justice. KBD's first shot of the game, and they took 2 points away from the Pistons. So apparently my scoreboard was right as usual. Diallo with the jumper, no good. Spurs up by 16. And now the ball's going to go out of play. And looks like it'll stay with the Pistons. Kid is 12 of 12. It was a waste of a challenge. I mean, it was a good challenge because it was obvious, but Devin Vassell with the steal. Misses the little jumper in the paint by KBD right there to throw it down. Kata buckets D up. I like that. All right. You can't stop us. You can only hope to contain us. Sadiq Bey starts to drive. Nice behind the back dribble. The underneath shot, no good. Derek White with the defensive rebound. Here come the San Antonio Spurs. Derek White off into the paint. Squeezes to the paint and misses everything. And now a foul on San Antonio. Westbrook to Philadelphia, LeBron to Cleveland, Simmons to LA. So what? There was some talk about Russell Westbrook to the Sixers for Ben Simmons. I got to say, nobody's going to want Russell Westbrook. I think he's got a $40+ million contract the way he's been playing. Jakob Poeltl with 3 fouls now. That sucks. Who would want Russell Westbrook? No disrespect, but with his contract, I wouldn't want him. He's got a max contract? No thanks. The Lakers are stuck with him, and they gave up way too much. Luka Garza in the paint. Throws it up, and it's no good. Might have been partially blocked. Pistons get the ball back. That jumper's no good. And finally, the Spurs get the ball. And my apologies, Pistons fans, once again. I'm not going to be able to call out all your players. Jacqueline down the fast break in the layup, and it's good. 51-33. I just don't know a lot of these Pistons players. Derek Walton with the ball against Derek White. Loses dribble, turnover, Spurs ball. Did you guys say what happened in the chat to Jean Morant? Has been blamed by fans. Okay, thank you, full-time Spurs fan. Jean Morant has been blamed by fans on social media for Memphis' loss. Memphis was winning a lot of games until Morant came back playing. Oh, ouch. Derek White, 4 points, but 7 assists. Jacques Landale out 3-point land, and now a foul against the Pistons. Frank Jackson, maybe? I don't think Westbrook for Simmons will happen. Why would they want Russell Westbrook? Is Ben Simmons going to make the Lakers really any better? He can't shoot. He can't shoot a free throw. It'd be Hack-a-Ben. It'd be younger at least. Keldon Johnson's back in the game, and he gets fouled. Wow, the refs are blowing the whistle left and right. And yes, it's the benefit for the Spurs, but I don't like this. I don't like a whistle fest. Cade Cunningham, I don't know why he's out. Westbrook has a 401 game streak of at least 1 turnover. That's what Manos thinks of that. Oh, that's terrible. Spurs ball, 14 on the shot clock, 7:41 to go in the first half, up 51-33. Jacques Landale, little give and go with Doug McDermott. McDermott gets the ball poked out of his hand. Pistons trying to run the fast break. Spurs get back in transition. Frank Jackson passes it out for 3, and it's good. Was that Sadiq Bey for 3? Yes, it was. 51-36. Dead band. Derek with the headband. I guess Derek White and headband combined is dead band. Out to Jacques Landale. He's open for 3. Didn't take it. Gets it out to Keldon. He thinks about the 3. Double clutches. Then he takes the 3 and he makes the 3. My man. Number 3 for 3. Well, I didn't watch the game, but Patty Mills was electric last night. Boogie, woogie, woogie. And a 3 down the other end is no good by Frank Jackson. Offensive rebound by Luke Garza. Puts it back. No good and fouled. Morant said, the fans that once chant MVP to me are now booing me. I don't know how to feel anymore. Oh, wow. That's... Ow. Keldon has turned into one of the best 3-point shooters. Minutes left, 6:57. Garza at the line for 2, and the first one's going to bounce and bounce and bounce and go in. 54-37. Let's see some primo. That won't happen until the 4th quarter, and the Spurs are going to have to be up by a lot. Congratulations, Zachary. Yeah, singing. Looking for a 3-game winning streak. We got the Jazz tomorrow night, so I don't like blowouts usually. But I wouldn't mind a blowout tonight so we could rest some of our guys and be ready for the Jazz tomorrow because the Jazz are going to want revenge. Wait, did I go up too many? Oops, 54-37. Jacques Landale in the paint. Throws it up. It's good and 1. Landale now with, I think, 7 points in the first half. His career high's 13, just saying. Every time he plays, he seems to get a little better and better. And you got to expect he's going to probably have some issues with the offense and defense. He hasn't played with these guys a lot. As he gets more time, I think we could have something special brewing here, like a really legit backup center that, who knows, may challenge Jakob for the starting spot. And that's good. It's good to have competition. See WWF and WCW. Free throw's good. Spurs up by 20. Oh, nice. I need something like Zachary. I game myself. I would love to do a TSR gaming, but my computer's not strong enough. That pull-up jumper is in and out burger. Jacques Landale with the rebound gets it up to Derek White. Derek will bring it up the court for the San Antonio Spurs, looking to extend their lead even more. White whips it across to Doug McDermott. McDermott drives baseline out to a wide-open Keldon Johnson all day for 3. Boom! Woo! What is happening tonight? And a timeout by the Pistons. The Spurs are beast mode tonight. Look up CLX. I'm not buying a new computer anytime soon, but I don't know if you guys would be interested in even in the games I play. I play Dauntless on occasion, Rogue Company. I'm working on Halo 4 on the Xbox Cloud. What else am I playing? Now, I do get very emotional during game and occasionally swear, so you might get a kick out of that. I do rage during first-person shooters. I can't help it. But yeah, the rage comes out. But it'd be another channel, but I don't know. Ja leaving Memphis? I like Rogue Company as far as a free game goes. Overhyped. I played a little PUBG. Wasn't a huge fan of it. I played a little Apex Legends. I suck at that. I'm terrible at that. But my friend stopped playing PUBG, so by the time I just tried it out recently I'm not very good. I used to really like Call of Duty, Gears of War, Halo. I used to be really good at first-person shooters way back in the day. I was talking to my friends. My buddy's like, "Yeah, I went 16-3 in Halo 5 today." I was like, "Man, my best game was Halo 2. I was 25-0. 25-0 in Lockout, Battle Rifle, and Sword. Don't come near me, but don't be too far away from me. I'll pick your head off." I mean, I used to be like really good at first-person shooters, but I stopped playing video games from 2018 to this year, and I lost a lot of it. And I don't play anywhere near the amount I used to. I mean, when Xbox Live started, and Xbox was so revolutionary, bringing live gaming to consoles. I'd be on there like get on at 8 p.m., play till 2 a.m. or whatever, and it was just 5 or 6 hours a night. I don't do that at all. I don't play MTG. Well, Big and Bits. I play Magic the Gathering on what the hell's it called? Spell Table. I play Paper Magic with my friends over Spell Table. Usually 3 or 4 of us. Um, I would stream that, but the problem is the video quality on some of my friends' cams. It's a little hard to see the card. So we have pretty good games. So I guess MTG Live. I could do a TSR MTG Live thing. Have to chat and share you a Call of Duty, right? What's up, S. Hogan? Thank you for stopping in. Anthony, I'm hoping we go 5-0 this week. It's asking a lot, but 4-1 would be great too. I do like this score. That's pretty solid. That's solid. How's some thumbs up for the Spurs lead, my friends? Can we get to 100? What are we at right now? We're at 89. We only need 11 more for 100. Kelman with 13 points in 10 minutes. All the Spurs got to be pluses right now. Forge and Thad for Jeremiah Grant. We'll do that one. What's up, Nintendo Lego NBA fan? The San Antonio Spurs have outscored the Pistons 22-7 this quarter. Oh. Both teams in the bonus, 6:15 to go. The Spurs could have a 40-point quarter. Gosh, can we get to 75 points before in the first half? It's a legit shot at it right now. Pistons ball. Frank Jackson, guarded by Doug McDermott, pulls up for 2. Off the rim, no good. And the ball's going to go out of bounds off KBD. Yeah, let's get one of those up here. Go Spurs! Subdued. Go Spurs go. Walton going to throw it in for the Pistons. Walton into Frank Jackson. Jackson doing pretty well tonight. Out to Diallo. Diallo's jumper is in and out burger. That's check Diallo. Keldon Johnson brings it up for San Antonio. Keldon looking to get it into KBD. Nope. Tejoklin down. Laying down to KBD. Over to a wide open Doug McDermott for 3. Oh my goodness. 63-37. This is, you know what? This should be happening, though. With all due respect to the Pistons, there's a bunch of guys that most of us never heard of. They're out tons of players. We should be destroying them at home. Diallo, jumper in the paint, is good. Check Diallo. They get it up to Doug McDermott. Fast break. No transition defense for the Pistons. Thunder dunk of McBuckets. Wow, just the defense did not move back at all. I actually feel sorry for I do too, Lucas. Thank you, I3V4. I'm saying your name all sorts wrong. They're missing tons of guys. There's 5:20 left in the first half. If the Spurs hold this lead and win this, I can't. Do not gloat. Do not say the Pistons are trash. They're missing most of their team. The guys that are out there are getting their first opportunity to play in the NBA more than likely. And say what you will, a lot of people are like, "Oh, who's that guy? He's trash." He's in the NBA. He's living a dream. If you ask me, Rich, for 1 year, you get to be the 12th man on the San Antonio Spurs. You'll play 3 minutes for the entire season. Would you do it for free? And I'd say, yeah, okay. What? Damn right. To say I shared the court with Keldon Johnson, DeJounte Murray, Derek White, and LeBron James, and Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Nikola Jokic, and so forth and so on. That's living the dream. Sorry, I'm just, you know what, the players that get called trash a lot, they're living an incredible opportunity. This is what, yes, it should be happening. Right, Calder Jester? This should be happening against a team missing most of the roster. It should be. And unfortunately, a lot of times these are games that have been far too close. Now, the Spurs can't take the pedal off the metal for the rest of this quarter. or going to the second half. You got to keep pushing the pace. Don't let this team get back into it. We've seen NBA teams be down by 15 or 20 and come back and win games. It's happened to us. Pistons ball, 5:11 to go. Pull-up three is no good. I did not see who shot that for the Pistons. It is Spurs ball. 5 minutes remaining. Kelman to Trey Jones. Trey over to Doug McDermott. Doug drives into the paint. Back to Jacques Landale. Back to Doug, open for three. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Doug with 13. This is rough. Sadiq Bey, pull up three. All right. Jacques Landale gets the ball in the paint, throws it up, and good. Jacques Landale probably going to get a career high in points tonight in the NBA. I think he's got 12. His career high is 13, I think, which he had against the Lakers. Landale has 12 on 5 of 5 shooting. Drive baseline and a nice reverse layup, but no good for Frank Jackson. He drove by Jacques Landale, but couldn't finish what he started. Landale thinks about a long three, pulls it down now, drives into the paint, out to Keldon Johnson. The Spurs offense will reset with Keldon kind of running the point right now. Pick and roll with Jacques Landale. Keldon loses the ball. No, gets fouled, which means Keldon go to the line for two. We are pouring it on. 3:56 to go. It kills. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but Josh Primo is there. He has not played yet, Yasirski. We could expect to see him. Look, the Spurs have a back-to-back tomorrow against the Utah Jazz. By the way, which I'll be calling, so you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you want to hang out tomorrow night. Blah, 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 blah. But a blowout would really give these guys a lot of much-needed rest for the back-to-back. My Cavs are up 46 on the Raptors. We're not putting up 100 full-time, Spurs fan. We're not putting up 100. There's not enough time. But 75 is very possible. Yes, you can. Go Spurs, go! Which means fourth quarter we might see Drew Eubanks, which I like Drew, so I'd like to see him play before he's no longer a Spur, which could happen after the season just because Jacques Landale clearly has in the pecking order of backup centers on the Spurs. Could see some Primo, some Kaycock, some Wieskamp. I'd be very much for that in the fourth quarter. And this has got to be demoralizing for the Pistons guys that are playing tonight. To be down this much. Sadiq Bey drives, throws up a tough shot, no good, foul, going to go to the line for two. That Cavs game is brutal, staying in 06. Look, bro, I'll help you out. You should be a rapper. I have rapped on 2 songs on the TSR music channel. I'm just going to throw that out there. I rapped on the New York Giants win song, which that song's not relevant these days. And then there's a tribute to a conservative, kind of tongue-in-cheek to the conservative twins, the Hodge twins. And I'll leave it at that because they're political. And I do rap in the bridge on that song, and it's absolutely terrible. You missed the first free throw. The second one's good. How the Spurs work, never watch, expect them to the playoffs, or pop it. What, Barefoot Jones? McDermott for 3, no good. He was feeling it, so why not launch another one? 3.5 minutes to go. Can the Spurs get to 80? I don't know. And now an unforced turnover as Sadiq Bey just loses the ball out of bounds. Or did they call a foul on Keldon? That might have been a foul on Keldon. Right, young Stingray? There was a foul on Keldon. I do find them funny, but I don't want to, for obvious reasons, mention too much here. Your best Spurs fan never... wait. Your best? No, that's the worst Spurs fan doesn't watch to the playoffs. I'm here for almost every game. He's long... cocky. He's long and lengthy. Bobby, I don't know if you got spell auto-corrected there, but that came out all sorts of wrong. I can't even read it without laughing. Brandon, what's up? Go Spurs, go Dolphins. Okie dokie. Lonnie Walker finds a wide open Trey Jones for 3. No good. I was going to say, if Trey Jones is hitting threes, Spurs gotten a little cold here lately. Pull up 3 down the other end is no good by Pickett. And Spurs have numbers on the fast break. Jones to Keldon. Keldon with the reverse layup, and it's good. Back to 29. Yeah, they are, Delta. They are. They work for me. Yeah, they are. I still find some of their shtick funny. Anyway, that's enough of them. Pistons ball. Frank Jackson drives, and a nice... Frank Jackson's had a good game. Scores are reversed, 74-47. Trey Jones out in three-point land, 2:35 to go. Gets it to KBD. KBD tries the Euro step, throws it up, no good. But he's fouled, going to go to the line for two. Gets our seconds now we have to watch. The spell check was funny, Bobby. The spell check was hilarious. It was unexpected. Hey, we got to 100 thumbs up, but don't stop there. Don't stop. Thumbs up in TSR. Anyway. And the Spurs have hit 75 in the first half. Full-time Spurs fan, he's got to work on his defense. But his offensive output can't be denied. I mean, let's be real. 2.5 minutes, the Spurs could get to 80. All right, Barefoot Jones, I'll catch you later. 76-47, 2:29 to go in the first half. Pistons ball, drive, and a bit of a Euro step, but a missed layup. A nice move by Derek Walton. Couldn't finish it. Trey Jones brings it up the court, drops it off to Lonnie, open for three. No good. That was a little bit of a rush shot. I don't think that was needed, but whatever. Sadiq Bey pulls up for three. Boink, no good. Fight for the board, and Sadiq Bey ends up getting his own miss and a whistle. And Trey Jones with a foul. No, Brent Forbes has not been back in. Now, Phil, Spurs, Falcons, Braves, Avalanche. This is not what the team looks like without DJ. Let's not start going there. This is what it looks like when you play a team that's missing almost their entire roster in the Detroit Pistons. That's what's happening tonight. It's not because DJ's out. It's because the Pistons are missing everybody. They got two of their starters in and a whole bunch of other dudes I've never heard of. Exactly, Kills. We're playing a very depleted team. Bystander, you have a good one too. 76-49. Pistons hanging around. Lonnie Walker, pick and roll with KBD. 16 on the shot clock. Gets it back to Trey Jones. Jones tries to get it to KBD. Turnover. Not a good pass by Trey Jones. Quick pull-up three down the other end is front rim no good. KBD with the rebound. Keda buckets Diop, as some Spurs fans are calling him. And Lonnie's going to get fouled, which means he'll go to the line for two and throws down a huge dunk. Doesn't matter. Or maybe we had a timeout before the foul. We'll see. Timeout now. Yeah, we are playing the G League. DeJounte Murray's not bad for the team. Yes, Brianna. We blew out the Lakers with DJ. Please, 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 do not start saying the San Antonio Spurs are better without DeJounte Murray based on what you're seeing tonight. This is an extremely depleted Detroit Pistons team. They have 11 players out, including multiple starters and guys off their second unit. This is not... Let's not beat up DeJounte. Let's not go there. Come on now. Come on. Come on. DeJounte's having his best year ever as a San Antonio Spur. And it really helped us win a lot of games. He's definitely been a key component for many wins and took over some games and hit some big shots. So, of course you weren't trolling. Would be doing this with DJ. If DeJounte was out there, it'd probably be 86-49 or 76-39. That's probably too fair, Brandon. Probably up about the same amount. I agree. You know what? This feels good, though. I'm a New York Giants fan, and if you guys didn't see the score, the Giants got annihilated by the Eagles today. Our rookie quarterback, I guess he's not a rookie anymore based on his years, but Jake Fromm made the start today instead of Mike Lennon. Jake who? Jake from State Farm. And he was, he threw 19 passes. He was like 5 of 19 for 30 yards and an interception. Under 2 yards an attempt. That's atrocious. Trey Jones, push off. No whistle, gets the layup. Wow, no whistle, a lot of contact. I would have expected either a charge or a block, and the whistle is silent there. I'm actually very surprised. That's usually in the NBA, they like blowing the whistles on a little bit of everything. Diallo out in three-point land, looking to get it to Frank Jackson. Jackson takes off into the paint, throws it up off the glass, and Frank Jackson doing his best to try to keep his team in it. No, we should not trade DJ. I think you guys are just trolling me. Devin Vassell, three-point land, starts to drive. Over to Lonnie Walker. Walker to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper is very short. Pistons ball. Are we going to get to 80? We're so close. Diallo passes it out to Sadiq Bey. Bey drives. And we'll get it back to Frank Jackson. Back to Bey. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Saddiq Bey. Saddiq dribbling all over the place. And now a whistle. And it's on the Spurs. 2 free throws. We get lucky, Bobby. We did. Yeah, I think you guys are trolling about DJ. You gotta be. Why would anybody want to? He's the best player on our team. I mean, who's going to run the point? Me? I would be okay with that. I don't think it's going to work out too well. First free throw is good for Saddiq Bey, 78-52. David, I ain't buying that for a second. Part-time Spurs fan, it's not a should. It's... Man, free throws keeping the Pistons in the game. They're 14-17. I think he's in there for 2 weeks, no matter what, at this point. Second free throw is no good. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. Yes, I do, Omar. I do. I do. Trey Jones looking to get it to Devin Vassell. Over to Keldon. Keldon looking to drive. And yeah, the Pistons are starting to pack. Double teaming Keldon right now. Out to Devin Vassell. Vassell's going to drive. Gets around the defense. And he traveled. Wow, we're not going to get to 80. Dang it. You don't trust this lease? I don't lead. Washington or Dallas for tonight? Dallas. Washington sucks. Not as much as the Giants suck, but I don't trust Washington. I don't trust Dallas either, but I trust Dallas more than Washington. But watch Washington win this game. Pistons are going to hold for the final shot. Frank Jackson, pick and roll, takes off into the paint, throws it up. No good. Saddiq Bey gets it back. He misses it, and it's going to be another foul. Jeez. Foul fest. 2 more free throws for the Pistons. All right, that's enough of the DeJounte Murray talk. Otherwise, you're going to start getting timed out. That's enough for everybody. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm tired of seeing in the chat. He's our best player, and I hate seeing when people turn on a player when they're out. You guys are John Moranting DeJounte Murray. Dave Spurgeon is struggling. Let's leave out, stop with the DeJounte hate. I mean, come on. You're a Spurs fan, you're supposed to support every player of the team. Yeah, you can say they're doing bad. Like, Bryn Forbes is struggling tonight, so it's good he's out of the game, but I still hope he does well, and I'm not going to sit here and beat him up. That's the end of the first half. Spurs up by 24. I don't know. I don't know. This should be a lock for a win, but we'll pull some halftime stats. Ordering a Fiesta D-Day jersey. That's what I like to see. All right, well, I'm just going to ignore you guys if you're just going to troll now. Just for the record, if you're going to ask if a player's bad, I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to time you out. I'm just going to ignore you. It's because you're clearly not being serious, and I don't have time for it. All right, first half, Diallo, 11 points. Bey, 13. Garza, 7. Walton, 0. Jackson, 15. At least 6 of 15 from the floor. Off the bench, Check Diallo with 8. Stanley with 0, Pickett with 0, and Siderius with 0. That's a 9-man rotation, and yeah, if you don't recognize these names, that's because they're all like recently signed. Let's take a look at the San Antonio Spurs. Keldon Johnson, 17 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, and 3 from the arc, and 3 of 3 from the line. So good night for KJ so far. Plus 5 boards. Doug McDermott with 13. Jakob Poeltl with 12, but he does have 3 fouls. KBD, much quieter night than he had against the Lakers with 4. Derek White with 4. Off the bench, Lonnie with 4. Devin with 8. Trey Jones with 4. Jacques Landale, 5 of 5. He has the best plus-minus for the bench, plus 16. He's got 12 points in 9 minutes and 54 seconds. He just scores. And he's got a blocked shot and 2 rebounds and a turnover and a personal foul. Bryn Forbes, what a donut. 0 for 4 for the game, and Pop probably won't play him again. That's why I don't want Bryn Forbes to stay in San Antonio. Not because I don't like him, but I'd like to see him go somewhere where he gets consistent minutes, and I don't think he's going to get that in San Antonio. Night like tonight, because he's struggling, Pop won't play him again. Wow, the Spurs outscored the Pistons 40-24 in the second quarter, 78 points. Jacques is the X factor. I agree. He's helped the team on in there. My Cardinals played like hot garbage last night. Hopefully the Spurs can make up for it. Oh, who did the Cardinals lose to? Man, they've been kind of down the last month, haven't they, CB? It's not Josh Landale that kills. You know what? Landale did start off the year with a concussion. Then he was in the health and safety protocol, so that may have set back his development. But I think that those days are over. I think he is now the backup center for the Spurs. What's up, Urban from the Philippines? The Colts. Thank you. Anytime a current Spurs player beats Lakers, it makes me even more proud. Or will we beat them in the last game of their at their named arena? What I mean by that is, if you didn't know, the Staples Center is no longer the Staples Center, and the Spurs closed that out. Beat them and the Clippers their last week in the Staples Center. Not to mention, was it the Western Forum in 1999? Is that what it was called? The Spurs knocked the Lakers out of the playoffs when that place got name changed. So, man, the San Antonio Spurs historically, now granted, we just happened to be the team they played both times, but not good vibes for LA when they're about to change the name of their arena. Yes, Landale is perfect. Josh Landale, most improved player. Well, he's never played in the NBA before, so he can't get most improved player if he's a rookie. Could he get rookie of the year? He would have to continue. I mean, he'd have to get it up to 15 points per game and get enough minutes to do so, and I don't know if he will. I think he moves okay. I think Pop got Forbes to scare Lonnie to play better. Walker or Primo next year. I like Lonnie, and thankfully he's been playing better of late. He's not under contract next season, so I don't know what's going to happen. You're not lying. Cliff Kingsbury just is inspiring confidence or optimism from here on out. Vikings lost today. Yeah, they just... is Landale good for TSR's merch? He's the only merch I have right now. I'll make more merch. I just haven't had time. Kent's better. 565 channel member. Thank you for stopping in. Workforce Planner, hello to you. Yes, hopefully Josh Primo gets some time in the fourth quarter. If the Spurs are up by 20 plus, then we should see some Primo. We should see some Kaycock. We should see some Wieskamp. Probably Eubanks and I don't know, Forbes or Jones maybe. Baker Mayfield or Daniel Jones. I really don't want either at this point. I mean, I like Daniel Jones. He hasn't shown me anything to say he's the guy. I know. I'm so bummed out, Peter, that Trey Lyles is out. I really wanted to see him play against his former team. And didn't he just come off his best game as a Piston? 24 points, like 8 boards and 4 blocks or something, and he's out tonight. Figures. Yes, Workforce Planner. I think he is. Hey, Ofa, what's up? Go Spurs, go. Merry Christmas. Primo Jacques in the second half. Works for me. G League's on vacation. They don't come back until sometime in January 8th maybe. So everybody from the G League, well, not everybody, Devontae Kaycock, Josh Primo, and Joe Mama have been called up and are available. Finally, we have a backup center. Yeah, me too. I like Drew, but I like the Yak and Jacques connection because it's such a 180. You got Jakob Poeltl, very good defensive player, best offensive rebounder in the NBA, okay around the paint or in the paint around the rim shooting, terrible free throw shooter, but he's a good defensive player, good on the pick and roll. And you bring in Jacques Landale, who's not as good defensively yet, but he's a stretch 5, something that Jakob Poeltl's not even close to being, and he can nail his free throws. So you can't hack a Jacques. You can hack a Yak, but you can't hack a Jacques. And I think it could throw defenses off because you're used to guarding Jakob Poeltl one way and leaving them open for threes. And then Jacques Landale, you can't leave him open because he will shoot it and he will make it. I think he's hit 60% plus of his threes this season. Limited sample size, but still, you just can't leave him open. And whereas Drew Eubanks is the backup center, better dunker than Jakob Poeltl, better free throw shooter, but not as good a defensive player. Got into a lot of fouls. Could be turnover prone. Could get wild. I like Drew too, but just was not the answer at backup. Yeah, he wasn't terrible caller. He got a lot of hate, Trey Lyles. He was very inconsistent. And the thing that sucks for Trey Lyles as a Spur is if you guys remember 2019 to 2020, Trey Lyles was playing really good in February and then playing really good in March. And then the league got shut down because the world shut down in 2020 for a while. He missed the bubble because of appendicitis. And then when he came back the next season, he had a terrible preseason and just never could get it going with the Spurs, and then is now no longer a Spurs. So just kind of a weird career arc for Trey Lyles. Yeah, Jesse, I would say he's a third string center. Yeah. SK Score Picking, how they doing? Look at the score, my man. Look at the score. We should put out our G lineup. Not yet. Fourth quarter. You know what? Zach Collins, Devontae Kaycock, Eubanks, Joe Obama, Josh. All right. I'm there for that. I like Zach Collins should get some time if it's garbage time. I would love to see that. Garbage time, Drew. Okay. He is. There was garbage time, Q. Now there's garbage time, Drew. I'm talking about Quindary Witherspoon, who, correct me if I'm wrong, Spurs fans, didn't he get like 6 fouls in 5 minutes in a game? He fouled out in like garbage time in 5 minutes. It was ridiculous. 28-8, yeah, J Money. I think he had 4 block shots, too. He played really well. Very well. But I appreciate everybody hanging out here on a Sunday night. We're in halftime. Zach Collins, I didn't know. I didn't check on the bench if he's dressed. Did anybody notice if Zach Collins is dressed and good to go? They said after Christmas he's available. Well, after Christmas is today. I know we don't have Murray full-time Spurs fan, but I thought I heard Mitchell might be out. If he's playing it, I mean, hey, you never know. Any given Sunday. Not doing that. Let's not compare Spurs players to former Spurs players. Because one, is not fair for either Spurs player. Different era, different player. A channel I follow recently kind of started doing that. And I was like, you know what? Keldon Johnson's going to be the first Keldon Johnson. Devin Vassell is going to be the first Devin Vassell. If you want to say so-and-so's game reminds me of somebody, I get it. Like, yeah, I get the comparisons. But when people say so-and-so's the next, actually call a player the next, I'm not a fan of that. But if you say, you know, Keldon's game reminds me a little of Bruce Bowen's, I'm like, okay. But if you're saying Keldon's the next Bruce Bowen, that's not my game. Oh, Collins ready late February? Oh, he's not dressed. Dang it! You're welcome, Bobby. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Ning Nan, thank you for being here, channel supporter. He was nominated for the Hall of Fame. I got to think he's getting in based on the class. Manu, say hi to the chat, will you? Yeah, go Spurs, go. Okay. Jacques plays like a combined Dirt and Diao. The Cowboys haven't played yet, have they? They're playing at 8:30, which I might watch some of that. I don't think Tony's eligible yet, David. Didn't Manu retire 1 year before Tony Parker? Tony went and did that other thing for a year. I don't want to talk about it. But I thought Tony played 1 more year than Manu. No on KBD. Right? Up by 20. It feels good, but there's still a whole half left. That's true, Joshua. I looked up Bruce Bowen's statistics today on Basketball Reference. I forgot how he did offensively. I didn't realize he was a good three-point shooter, but field goal percentage-wise for his career, not so good. I believe he was like a lifetime 41% shooter. Carr to John, really? Derek Carr, is that? I don't really want Derek Carr. I'd rather Russell Wilson, to be honest with you. Malala, yes, so far they have not. I don't know if I said that right or wrong, but yes, so far. I agree, Jay. Let's get the bench in. In the fourth quarter, if we're still up by 20 plus. I mean, for the Pistons, their bench has been in there most of the game. They're out so many players. I think they have 2 starters in tonight, and the rest is all bench players or guys that were recently signed. Yeah, I would agree, Akils. I don't get it. I don't see the comparison. What do we have to? What do we have to give up for? Unless you're talking about David Carr, is he coming out of retirement at like 40 something? Jacques, Jakob, and Zach triple tower. JoJo, San Diego. I hope so, but those are big shoes to fill. You got my favorite player, scoring champion, NBA MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and then Tim Duncan, 5-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA Finals MVP. The 3 guys you mentioned so far haven't accomplished anything yet. I mean, they're in the NBA, but I mean, award-wise or ring-wise. Reminds me of Mr. Big Shot. Chauncey Billups, you think so? Grant hurt out until February. Jeremiah Grant, the guy on my thumbnail? Is that what you're talking about? Jeremy Grant? Hackabone. Calvin's been turning his free throws around. He might be over 70% now. He's finally, I mean, he was a good free throw shooter his rookie season, regressed a little his sophomore year, and then this year, just been struggling. But he seems to have, I think he's hit 9 or 10 in a row, so he's finally coming around. Couldn't, Keto, that's fair. I wish we would have kept Patty as our, I get why Patty left. We were doing the youth movement, but man, Patty Mills is absolutely destroying it in Brooklyn. Wow, they showed the leaders for both teams for literally like 3 seconds. Okay, not reading that apparently. Could DeJounte make another all-defensive team this year, even if it's just all-defensive NBA team or all-second team? I believe DeJounte was the youngest player and still is the youngest player to make an all-defensive NBA team. Nan, some people have mentioned it. Somewhat similarities to their game. Defensively, lengthy. I think they're about the same height, but it's too early to tell what type of player Devin Vassell is going to be. That's want to be the next Devin Vassell. I really don't know who's going to be out of this roster, Spurs fans. Let me ask you this. I'm Pistons fans if you want to answer this, if you know our roster. Who's going to be the first guy, now that DeMar DeRozan's gone, that's going to average 20 points per game out of this roster? I got to think somebody's going to. Maybe not this season, but next season? Or do you think we're not going to have anybody average 20 points per game and we're just going to have 7 guys a night put up 10 plus? Yep, J Money, Patty Mills having a career, 14.3. Who's trying to bet on the Spurs final seeding? Sugar J? I'm not a gambler. I don't know when to hold him or know when to fold him. He is a starter for the Nets, and Jesse, he would not be starting for the Spurs more than likely coming off the bench. DJ, definitely possibly. White or Keldon? I think the only thing that would stop DJ or Derek from scoring 20 a game is they pass the ball too much. And that's not a bad thing. But there are assist leaders, so usually your assist leaders aren't your leading scorers. Yeah, DeMar is a totally different player this year, averaging, 26 points per game, but he's got a running gun mate in Zach LaVine. Didn't have that in San Antonio. I think DJ's at 18, isn't he? He'd really have to up his scoring, and being our point guard and our facilitator, I always figured DeJounte would be kind of an 18, 8, and 8 guy, and that's pretty much what he is this year. The second half is starting. I'd like to see Keldon get a 20 points per game. And a quick foul on Luka Garza. Vassell probably going to need a lot more minutes. In hindsight, I'd rather have Petty than Forbes. Well, but ultimately rather neither on the squad. Well, yeah. Oh, LJ, if we asked DJ to do more, yes, he would. And there you go, Jesse. DeMar's not the facilitator in Chicago. He's not getting 8 assists per game like he was with us last season. Keldon with the ball right now drives into the paint, and it's going to be knocked out of, just a turnover. I thought it was going out of play. Nice save. Pistons ball down by 24. Can they make an immaculate comeback? That would be embarrassing if they do for Spurs fans, especially in the AT&T Center. Frank Jackson passes it out. We'll have a drive and a reverse layup by Diallo's good. Nice drive by Hamidou Diallo. That's true, Colder Jester. And he's on a better team, let's be honest. I mean, they're a better team right now. Don McDermott takes it to the paint, throws it up. No good! And it's Pistons ball. Looking to cut the lead back down to 20. The Spurs were up by 30, I believe, at one point. A drive and off the glass, and it's good. And that's Diallo again. It's a 20-point game. Don't let this team back into it, San Antonio. You had the big lead, but you could get, complacent, yeah. Derek with the runner in the paint. No good, and he's fouled. I'm scared this season we're playing the Cavs as they have that 3-7. Do they have 3 7-footers in the front court? Jeez, we're going to get killed on the boards. Didn't the Cavs beat us last year, too, because they were bigger? I feel like they did. Derek's at the line for 2. It's all right, J Money. Yeah, the Spurs come in a little sleepy to start the second half, Jesse. Don't let this team back into it. Derek's first free throw is good. Derek, the best free throw shooter on the Spurs. I'm done with it, CB. I know some Spurs fans are still upset about it. I've let it go. I mean, it's so long ago now. Two people we got for Kawhi are still here, in Jakob Poeltl and my favorite Spurs player, Keldon Johnson. Doesn't come because, the trade doesn't happen. It is what it is. I forgive but not forget, as in I wouldn't want him back on the team. But if he came back, so be it. Who knows if he's going to play again? He's having some serious injury issues, isn't he? Pistons ball. Walton out in three-point land. Gets it into Garza, and we're going to have another foul. That might be on Derek White. Blitzkrieg, most of the San Antonio Spurs are doing well. They got 80 points, 10:22 left in the third quarter, up by 22. I would say most of the Spurs. Jacqueline Dale's had a great game. Yako's been scoring. Kellen's been scoring. Doug's been scoring. KBD having a quiet night starting. Much quieter night than he's not anywhere near 30 points, which shows you just how bad the Lakers' defense is. Frank Jackson out in three-point lane, guarded by Doug. Passes it back out. We'll have a drive to the hoop, a spin move by Bay, and no good. KBD with the rebound. Spurs got a 5-on-4. They find a wide-open Keldon baseline. Keldon Johnson, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. The Chiefs are on an 8-game winning streak. Garza for 3. Okay, I didn't know he could hit threes. Bombs away. Did he step on the line? They have 61 on the board. Jakob gets into KBD in the paint. KBD, the little jumper, is good. And one! KBD's hit, 13 shots in a row? Diggs with the interception. Oh, the game started. The Cowboys get an interception? Is that the dude that has like 10 this year? Or 11 now, or 12? Yes, and 1. And a technical? Derek's at the line for a technical free throw. Somebody got teed up, apparently. I think Luka Garza got teed up. He's the one I see complaining to the ref right now. 11 interceptions. Dang, that ties the Cowboys record, right? Everson Walls and maybe somebody else? Keita Buckets Diop. KBD. Hits the free throw. He doesn't have 30, but he's got, 5? Spurs don't need him to do much tonight. And he's not guarded by LeBron, who, let's be honest, LeBron is pushing 40 and needs to save his energy for the offense. Garza misses the 3. They get it down to Jakob real quick. Nice transition defense by the Pistons. Back to KBD. Back to Jakob in the paint. And he traveled. I think he got pushed a little bit, but they called the travel. Jakob. Nice reaction, Jakob. I think Luka Garza got teed up S. Hogan. I think. I don't have the sound up, so I couldn't hear it, but I think he got whistled up. Spurs up by 26, 9:05 to go in the third quarter. Quick pull-up 3 is no good by Derek Walton. Spurs ball. They go fast break to KBD, and he takes the shot, misses the shot, but he gets fouled to keep his perfect streak alive. Mason, what's up? Keep me posted on the Cowboys game, guys, if anything happens score-wise. I think I could push 2 velo, but they didn't call it. It is what it is. Let's go Spurs and Cowboys. Titans won earlier versus the Niners. For Thad and Forbes package, it would have to go to a contender. I would take a second rounder, really, for those guys. I like Bryn. KBD misses the first free throw. I just don't think he fits in our future plans. I don't know why they brought Bryn back. He's a really good dude and helped somebody change their tire, I believe, recently. He's got a nice success story in the NBA, but I don't feel like he fits our long-term plans. And he's so on and off and up and down with his minutes. Oh, did KBD miss a shot early, LJ? Ah, dang it. I didn't think he did. Well, shoot. And that's a turnover. Diallo just passed it to almost to Popovich. Pop is not on your team. Spurs up by 27. 8:45 to go in the third quarter. DeJounte's out, and your Avenger, I'm not reading your whole name, your average. Jakob in the paint with the layup after the pass from Derek White. DeJounte Murray's out because of health and safety protocol, and it's in San Antonio. Garza drives, and the jumper at the rim is no good. The putback is, and 1. By the way, I watched the replay. at the end of the Lakers game, Russell Westbrook went for a dunk and got blocked by the rim. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, boy. Miles Turner would... I mean... I don't know the Spurs. I don't know if we're going to try to go for anybody. I mean, the Pacers are apparently cleaning house. I don't really want Sabonis. I don't think he fits what we're trying to do. But Miles Turner would be awesome. But then what happens with Jakob and Jacques? Who's gone there? Or do one of them get traded for Miles Turner? Trey Jones in the game for the Spurs. Gets to KBD. KBD to Kelvin. Kelvin out in three-point land. Looking to get it to Jakob. Can't get it in. Finally, Jakob in the post. Starts to drive into Keldon, reverse layup as Keldon was going back door. Nice pass by Jakob Poeltl. And Keldon Johnson having a fine night. I don't know how many points he has, but I feel like he's got to be around 16 or 17. Or he's got 22. Not even close, TSR. Layup down the other end. Keldon with 22. Can he get to 30 tonight? KJ open for a corner three. 25! Keldon had a rough night, I believe, against the Lakers, as did DJ. Just imagine, Keldon and DJ both had rough shooting nights as Hamidou Diallo's fouled, and the Spurs still won by 20. Our best player went 3 of 16 from the floor, and the Spurs still won. Now, people are forgetting that DeJounte had like 12 or 13 assists against no turnovers, which is fantastic. Touchdown, Cowboys. What's up, Nel Nani? Bad day as a... I'm sorry, you're average. You're a Detroit Pistons fan. You're missing most of your team. So, I mean, it is what it is. Fouls on Keldon Johnson, by the way. KJ, 4 of 4 from the arc. 9 of 11 from the field. 25 points. That free throw, he missed them both? That kind of night for the Pistons. Trey Jones brings it up the court. Out to KBD. KBD looking to drive into the paint. Throws up a throws up a layup. 31-point lead. Just an awkward angle at the rim. Like, I think he threw up with his right hand, but he went to the left side of the rim, which usually you use your left hand, and it looked weird to me. Garza gets it out to Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey, one-on-one with Jakob Poeltl, 6 on the shot clock. Bey, nice crossover. Step back 2 is good. Sadiq Bey having a fine night. Problem is, most of the team's struggling. Spurs going to get to 100 before the third quarter is over. 97-68, 6:50 left, and Don McDermott bounces it off Sadiq Bey to go out of play. It'll stay with the Spurs, and we got a timeout. Yes, Jacques Landale is playing Cruz. He's got 12 points. DJ, follower of Jesus, DeJounte Murray. I just call you average? Okay. DeJounte Murray out because of health and safety protocol. We got another timeout with 6:50 to go. If you're new to the channel, I'm obviously a big San Antonio Spurs fan. I cover 90% or so of their games. I like to take nights off here and there. They're playing 5 times this week. I'm going to cover 4 of the games. Not covering the New Year's Eve game, but if you're hanging out in the chat and enjoying the channel, I also do Spurs news videos. I also cover the New York Giants again, but in a trolly way that's fun and hopefully will make you laugh. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if that sounds fun. If you'd like to help support the channel, fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Why didn't we see KBD that way? I mean, cool buckets, Diop. Notice that. Yes, no further news, Alex. I might not do videos on this in the future. I didn't do one today. I did originally when Jakob Poeltl was out. I was like, you know what? This could happen a lot. And I really don't like talking about that. I'll just put up a post in my community notes that the player's out because of that. I'd rather not do those videos. Hey, Rich, the way KJ is shooting the ball, who knows this season, he might get invited to the three-point shooting contest for the All. You're right. He is top 5 in the NBA or he's somewhere near the top 5, and he's 4 of 4 tonight. Pop called the timeout. Yes, Holden, that's why it looked weird. He went to his left but laid it into his right. That's why I had such a hard time describing it because it looked wrong to me. As a right-handed player myself, I go to my right with my right hand, and if I'm going to the left of the rim, I go with my left hand. Yeah, they are, Mason. They are. Oh, another lover face in here. I wouldn't try to pop on the rest or fake. Nah, I don't think he's faking at all. Give Melo, good evening. Spurs are looking good. Mabuhay from the Philippines, Mark Jason. Doesn't that mean hello? I'm probably saying it wrong. But this... things were different back then, Joshua. Kelvin has 25. His career high is what? 29? I think? 29 career high for Keldon. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. The lover faces are real tonight. The what? KJ 50. Yes, Jay Money, but he's going to bring up that points per game tonight. I think Keldon's career high is 29. He's 5 off the pace. Jacques Landale's career high is 13, which you got against the Lakers. He's got 12. He's got the whole, almost all the second half. He's got 18 minutes to try to get that, and you got to think he's going to come in for Jakob Poeltl at some point. No, he's definitely got career highs more than 22. I think he had 29. Jam Force for fact. And 4 for 4 from his number. My man. I got on this train right before the second season. Hopefully he continues to play well. Jacques Landale is back in there going for his career high with his next bucket. Quick inbound pass to Trey Jones. Oh, boy. I really feel bad for the Pistons. No trade news. I would do a video if there was. It is 29. Thank you, your average. Man. I'm never going to say that word on my channel. I don't like that word. We have a drive to the paint and a miss by Divius. I don't know how to say his name. KBD into the paint, misses the shot. Jacques Landale with the rebound. KBD Euro stepping like nobody's business. Landale in the paint. The little jumper is no good. And Sadiq Bey will bring it up for the Pistons. Frank Jackson back out to Suritis. No good. I'm going to mess up this dude's name all night. I appreciate it. Plus, that name could get you in trouble with YouTube. So, just, for YouTube, probably a good idea not to have that in your channel name. They generally, YouTube's, that would probably be against their community guidelines. Keldon jumper in the paint. Tough jumper. Keldon Johnson with 27. As a matter of fact, just for the record, this should be obvious. No racial slurs, allowed on my channel. It's, be good to one another. No, El Nani, don't say that. Keldon Pat. What do you mean he's padding his stats, Jesse? We still need to score. Frank Jackson into the paint, throws it up, and Frank Jackson he might have a career high tonight. 5:25 to go. Doug McDermott in the paint throws up a layup, and it's no good. He's going to get fouled. What's the Spurs record for most points in a game? Like 148 or 150? I don't know if we can get to that. I might be pushing it. Right, Evan? Yeah, we might see Primo in the fourth quarter. I did, Richard. I did submit a whole bunch of All-Star votes. I don't think it worked, though. I voted for DeJounte and a whole bunch of non-Spurs players. I'm not going to be a homer where I'm going to be voting for Keldon and Derek. I mean, DeJounte, I feel right now, is the only one playing at an all-star level. I did vote for Jokic and LBJ, Giannis, Curry, Durant. Yeah, a lot of the guys that deserve it. Right, Mason? It does. Yes, Cody's got 5 points. Wow, did he miss them both? Doug just missed both free throws. Doug, what's that about? All right. Drive to the hoop and a bucket for, I think that's Pickett. Nope, I don't know who that was. Well, it's 2 points. Spurs are in the bonus with 5 minutes remaining. Little give and go with Doug McDermott, and he missed the layup. Dougie, what's going on? You're missing everything, my friend. Quick pull 3 down the other end is no good. I think that was Diallo, and the rebound will be knocked out and stay with the Pistons. And Bay with the jumper, no good. They're waving it off, and Doug McDermott just got laid out. Is it an offensive foul or a defensive foul? I'd like to see the replay. McDermott just got elbowed in the junk by Sadiq Bey. Oh, come on, Sadiq. That's clearly threw the people's elbow into the people's grapefruits. They're going to go replay that. That's going to be an offensive foul on Sadiq Bey. You might even call flagrant or technical on that. He just smashed his grapefruits. Is it the second straight? Oh, you're right. It's your boy Rico. 160 most of Spurs score without overtime. We're not touching 163. He got elbowed in his happy spot, or not so happy spot. I'd like to think that was not intentional by Sadiq Bey. I'd like to think, no NBA player is a dirty player. It's a clear Clear shot, no doubt, to Doug's McDermott's. I don't know if they're going to call it. I don't know how they would call that. Michael, there's 4:46 left in the third quarter. Would they call a technical on it? Would they call a flagrant on it? I don't know. You don't often see players get hit in their basketballs. If they were to call it, I think, an offensive foul, and Doug's like, what? Wait, is it the second straight in a night the basketballs have gotten popped? Draymond Green's play. I don't think. Hey, the green Carlos Sheeter. I think arm fire. Yes, his McNuggets. Right, the old McNuggets. The old Dougie McNuggets. Dougie McNuggets roasting on a basketball court. Sadiq Bey's elbow. Okay, so they are calling a foul on Doug McDermott. However, they are calling a technical on Sadiq Bey for the grapefruit shot. That's what it's called when they're really big. The grapefruits, right. Sadiq Bey career 30. Why, is he getting close to his career high, J-Money? Sadiq Bey's acting like, what did I do wrong? You hit him in the jumblies. You know? You're going to get teed up. And that's Alani at the line for the technical free throw. Yeah, he did, Bobby. I'm not going to lie. I took a little enjoyment seeing the Lakers lose. And it's not because I dislike the Lakers. I dislike what they tried to do with their team this year. Building a team of, what, 6 former All-Stars? I forgot Isaiah Thomas was a former All-Star. We had LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Anthony Davis, Isaiah Thomas, Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan. Is it 7 former All-Stars? Now, a lot of those guys are past their prime, but still, I was like, you know what? That just made me really dislike them this year, and I'm totally for them losing the rest of their games the rest of the year. That's not going to happen, but yeah. Pistons ball. Check Diallo with the ball. Passes it off to Siderius. He'll get it back to Diallo, and Diallo misses the layup, and now a fight for the ball, and Landale will come down with it. Spurs got numbers. Not anymore. Bryn Forbes is checking into the game. And Forbes back in the game. Forbes drives, throws up a high layup, and gets rejected, but a foul. And Forbes looking to get his first points at the free throw line. 4:21 to go. Yes, Killer Merrill, I agree. Yeah, Rajon Rondo. Gosh, another. So what, was that 9 All-Stars? No disrespect, Carlos. I know you're a Lakers fan, but I don't like the way they assembled this team this year to just, yeah, build a championship. Don't try to buy one. And it's backfiring. And I think a lot of people like the fact it's backfiring. Whoa, the Kerm. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not necessary in the chat. Put an asterisk where the vowel is. At least, please censor it a little bit. F, asterisk, asterisk, K, so we know what you're saying, but... Or P-H-U-C-K, spell it differently, but yeah, let's not do that. Gervin had 50 and Mike Mitchell had 45. Neither attempted. Oh, that's a different era. 104-72. Josh Primo, Devontae Kaycock, Joe Wieskamp, and Drew Eubanks all sitting in a little bunch together. That's the fourth quarter lineup at some point. Phillip Jones, go Spurs, go. I want to watch the end of that. I was going to say Redskins-Cowboys game. Oh, gosh. Washington football team. Sadiq Bey at the line for 2. First one's good. Second one is also good. 30-point game. Spurs part of a, 3-game homestand, and then they got like a 7 or 8-game road trip, and it's not even the rodeo road trip. It's just a long road trip. Jacques Landale has not scored yet this half, trying to get that career high. Not getting it yet. Not shooting. Trey Jones drives baseline, back out to Landale, over to a wide-open Lonnie Walker for 3. No good. And a foul on the Pistons. Both teams in the bonus. He had dug in the kick. Nice, Joshua. No, the Lakers coach is not great. Yes, Avery Bradley's also on the Lakers. Is he a former All-Star, Heyofa? Do they have like 10 All-Stars? I saw that, Austin. Congratulations. Jacques Landale at the line for 2. And made the first one. Jacques Landale has just tied his career high. Karl Malone, Gary Payton, David. Was that when Karl Malone and Gary Payton went to the Lakers and tried to get an easy ring? And he missed the second one. Of course he did, to get his career high. Nah, CB keep. Not yet. Not yet. But Jacques Landale has tied his career high with 13. Sadiq Bey drives and stops, gets it back out to Frank Jackson. Frank Jackson, pull-up jumper is no good. And Lonnie Walker with the rebound. 3:25 to go. Spurs up 105-74. Walker in the paint. Back out to Trey Jones. Jones will reset the offense, calling for a pick and roll with Jacques Landale. And offensive foul on Landale. Yeah. That was them. Karl Malone in the Gary Payton era. Forbes has a ring. He's a great dude. I agree, Bobby. I just don't think... Josh Primo's coming in! Optimus Primo! Yeah, I think it was a moving screen, Velo. We could see Joe Mama in the fourth quarter. Cowboys touchdown. Nice Guillermo. Josh Primo in the play. I mean, Sadiq Bey in the paint, throws it up and hard off the glass. Primo dropping 20. Not a lot of time to do that, but that'd be cool. 20 in the fourth. Devin Vassell drives to the paint, loses it, and just turns the ball over. David Cabrera, what's going on? I'm doing good, Carlos. How are you? Carlos, is your life going to calm down now that the Christmas season's over, where you have more free time again? I know you said you've been extremely busy at work. Garrett, yeah, Malone and Payton were way. I get it, I'm easy, but I don't know. Jay Enforcer, well, there's 2:55 left in the third, 12 minutes left in the fourth, which would give us 14:55 total. TD Dallas. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. We're at 150 thumbs up. Appreciate if we could get to 200 tonight. Might be tough because people don't usually stop by when there's a blowout. That being said, Spurs fans may stop in because Josh Primo's playing, and why not? So if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. It does help the channel. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and 11. City's got 21. What about Frank Jackson, J Money? He's got to have over 20. They've been like their whole offense, it feels like, most of the time. That's right, Power. Future Hall of Famer Manu Ginobili, nominated for the Hall of Fame last week with her own Becky Hammon. KBD, I think, has 5. A little off the pace of the 30 he scored against the Lakers. A lot off the pace. Let's be honest. Yeah. By the way, for those of you watching, I know there's a lot of Cowboys fans in here. I'm doing New York Giants content again, and while you might think I don't want to watch a New York Giants video, I'm trolling the New York Giants. I'm having fun with them. Since they're so bad, I want to enjoy them in some way, so I'm making fun of the team. So if you're a Cowboys fan, I think you would enjoy my current New York Giants videos, so if you get a chance, check them out. I'm trolling the team hard, especially with today's video, the press conference with Joe Judge. Tune in and you'll find out what I mean by that. Did you predict 137? We could, and yes, we beat the Lakers. Actually, we blew out the Clippers, didn't we? Spurs beat the Clippers by 24, beat the Lakers by 28, and now could win this game by 20 plus. KBD will not be an all-star. Cowboys 14-0. What? You'll have to watch the video, Carlos, on Becky Hammon. Giants can't make the playoffs. They're officially eliminated. Frank Jackson said, he only has 17. Gosh, it feels like so much more than J Money, but thank you for putting everybody down there. 30. So those 4 guys have 66 of the Pistons' points. Yes, the current, possibly 3 straight blowouts. And another blowout, actually. My New York Giants got blown out. Does that count? Does that count for anything? No? Gosh, they suck. And I hate to say that. I love my New York Giants. You guys know I do. I'm a diehard New York Giants fan, but they are atrocious. I mean, at least with the Spurs rebuild, I see potential. I see, some good things happening. With the Giants right now, there's nothing good happening. That's a turnover for the Pistons. Spurs running the court. Devin Vassell into the paint. Throws up a high layup, no good. Looking for the foul, not going to get it. Down the other way. Nice job getting into the paint by Hamidou Diallo. Josh Primo with the ball right now. Gets it into... And he gets it to Jacques Landale for a thunder dunk of career-high points justice. Jacques Landale with 15. That's a new career high with him for the San Antonio Spurs. Fortunately, Keldon doesn't look like he's going to be able to go after his career high because the Spurs are up by 1 million. There's no point in playing Keldon Johnson right now. There just really isn't. Keldon needs to be out there tomorrow night. Derek probably not playing again. That's fine. Josh Primo goes baseline, throws it up, no good. Jacques Landale with the rebound, and the putback is good, and Landale at 17! And one! How would you all feel if we traded Thad for... don't need JaVale McGee. We got Jacques and Yak. That's enough. And Zach Collins. So I'm good there. Primo missed the reverse layup, but Landale's there to clean it up and gets fouled. And the three-point play. Jacques Landale is adding on to his career high. Yo, Boogie, what's going on? Jacques the clock. 110-78. 150 left in the third. That pull-up jumper is Brick City for Jabroni Pickett. Lonnie Walker drives into the paint. Out to Demisel. Takes the baseline three. No good. Demisel having a rough shooting night. He had that huge fast break dunk, but since then... Shots, yeah, everybody's going to have that type of night where you're missing shots. Bay, the jumper in the paint. In and out, Burger gets his own miss, and finally a foul. And that's going to go against Sadiq Bey. Yo, Boogie, you're at the game? Yes, the great Carlos. Sorry, I messed up your name. Any Giants going to the Pro Bowl? Gosh, I don't know. Not on offense. And Lonnie Walker's at the line for two because of that foul. You know, one thing that really concerns me as a Giants fan is Saquon Barkley. I know it's the year after he torn his ACL. Next year, if he doesn't perform again, what a bright, shining star that just faded out so fast. He's had so many ankle injuries and a torn ACL. Just really, dang. Cowboys another, oh my gosh. Shock is getting his 2K ratings upgraded. Oh, nice, yo. That's cool. No, Cruz. The Spurs had a 4-game winning streak earlier this year. If they win tonight, which barring a miracle by the Pistons, which I don't think will happen, we're seeing they're mostly G-Leaguers are in there. We've had a 4-game winning streak. This would be our second long. Actually, is this our only other winning streak at 3? Diallo drives in the paint and turns the ball over. Spurs looking to run the ball again. Demisel to Jacques Landale. Landale almost turns the ball over. Back to Landale in the paint, and he gets blocked from behind and fouled. Pick 6. Jeez. The great Carlos Jeter sounds good to me. I messed up your name, but I wouldn't be shocked if you changed it. You're welcome, Cruz. No, hey, it's all good. I make mistakes all the time, and you guys constantly correct me on how to say players' names, or if I get something wrong, it's going to happen. Dallas 31, Washington 0? Are you serious? Isn't that the first half? Oh, man. Timeout. 1:06 to go. We might be having a replay. 112-78. 31-0? I don't even have a reason to throw that game on. I mean, 21-0. I was going to say, I was like, what in the what? It's 21-0 in the first quarter. There's 2:17 left. Taylor Heineke, 1 of 7 for 14 yards and 0 touchdowns and 2 pickles. That's a very New York Giant quarterback-like stat line right there. Receiving, Dax Mine? Who the heck is that? For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, 13 of 14 for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I am happy for him, though, that he's come back from that really nasty injury that he had against the Giants last year, and he's been playing really good. Dalton Schultz with a touchdown catch, and Ezekiel Elliott with a touchdown catch. Wow. Cowboys looking to go to 11-4, and unless Washington turns around really quick, they'll be 11-4. Yes, Josh Primo's birthday was the 24th, I believe. That might have been a clean block. Let's take a look at the replay again. Landale gets blocked from behind. That's a clean block. Stanley, what a beautiful block. Yeah, I think that's going to be... I think they're going to overturn that call. Challenged by the Pistons. That wasn't a foul. What up, Jeremiah? Well, the Giants, I want to say the injury deck, it happened in the game. It wasn't intentional. It was a freak injury. Technical? How's there a technical? We called a technical on somebody. Was it on the Pistons? Pistons challenged it and won, but looks like Lonnie Walker's going to be at the line to shoot another team. Why are we losing Murray? You're welcome, Jalen. I know, here it is. Hey, Rich, say more confident, more. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Carlos. Happy with the channel. I'm having fun doing New York Giants content again, which even you wouldn't. I think you would enjoy the last video I did because I'm just really, really making fun of the Giants. Jacques has 18. All right, it's Pistons ball. No blood, no foul, right? Not really. Ticky-tack fouls in the NBA these days. A minute to go. Stanley going to drive in the paint. Throws up a high shot over Jacques Landale. Nice job. 80 for the Pistons, but they're down 33. Yes, he did, Ronnie. Yes, he did. Hopefully he's going to be all right. No, Jesse, we're probably not blowing up. Bryn Forbes, quick pull-up three. Gets fouled on the three-point shot. Gets whacked and knocked down by Stanley. Oh, good, Carlos. You don't have to watch if you don't want to. I know NFL's not really your thing, but finding a happy spot, because I love the Spurs and I like doing content on them, but I couldn't find a way to do New York Giants content and have fun, and I finally think I found something I enjoy. Yes, the Yak and Jacques connection. It's all about having fun on your channel. I'm having fun with the music channel, having fun with this channel again, and it does help. The Spurs are playing much better. Forbes is at the line for three. I mean, with the Spurs destroying LA fans' dreams in the Staples Center, knocking out the Clippers and the Lakers, blowing them both out. I mean, that was just an early Christmas present. This one rattles around. It is good. 35-point lead. Jeez Louise. Yes, Yo Boogie, they won the coaching challenge. Yes, Pop has been playing his disciples. 36-point lead for the Spurs. I actually do feel sorry for the Pistons now. These guys got to be just bummed out, being just annihilated. At least they're not at home. That pull-up jumper is no good. Devin Vassell with the rebound. And we might win this game by north of 40. Down the cell to Jacques Landale. Out to Josh Primo for three. Optimus Primo. Autobots, transform and roll for it. I don't know why I'm doing this. They have like a button he hit. I don't know. Primo with the 3-0. Luka Garza for three, no good. Devin Vassell, and the Spurs can hold for the last shot. Lonnie will bring it up 4, 3, 2. Spins around. Off balance three. Off the rim. Spurs with 119 points in 3 quarters. Wow. The Spurs might score 150 tonight. They're the whole fourth quarter, Jalen, the whole fourth quarter, which means we're going to see some Josh Primo, some Devontae Kaycock, Joe Mama, Joe Wieskamp, probably Drew Eubanks. Zach Collins is not dressed, so maybe Trey Jones will run the point. But this is good. You know, even though I'd like to see Keldon Johnson get a career high, he's got 25 points. There's no reason to play Keldon anymore, or Derek, or Jakob Poeltl, or KBD, or Doug McDermott. Rest them all. We're playing the Jazz again tomorrow night. Get the G League guys in there and rest our guys. I was thinking that too, Phil. What is our biggest win of all time? Win streak is at 2. This will make it 3. Thad Young? No. I want Kaycock. Give me some Kaycock instead of Thad. It's that babying and not playing rookies. Yes, it kills. Yes, I mean Josh has struggled in the G League at times, but he seems to always play fairly well when he shoots in the NBA. And Jacques Landale is. I mean, it's just a different era. And you know what? The Spurs played rookies before. Now, granted, these were #1 overall picks. David Robinson played right away. Um, Tim Duncan played right away. I think did Tony start his rookie season? I feel like he did. It could be turning into a playoff contender. Now, don't take too much stock out of this win. The Pistons are missing everybody, but a win's a win. Full time. This should be a final score. Like, wow, the Spurs won 119-80. I want to say Tony started his rookie year. He didn't. I don't think he started every game. I'm gonna look him up on Basketball Reference. Oh, actually, he did start almost every game. 72 out of 77. So Tony Parker was a starter his rookie year. Manu didn't start, but I feel like he got decent playing time. These aren't lottery picks either. Manu started only 5 games, but he played about 21 minutes a game. And I think even the dreaded number 2, did he get 15 minutes a game his rookie season? He got, no, he got 24 minutes a game and started 39 games. So that, I mean, it just seems as of late, the Spurs are not giving their rookies playing minutes. Oh, Joshua, that's harsh. No, we're not going to win by 73 playmaker Guido. And really, I don't. Yeah, I forgot he started for 5 games, David. It's been so long ago. Yep, he stole Avery's. Well, he didn't steal it. He took it over. That runner in the paint by Hamidou Diallo is good. 38, 40, 41 per quarter. That's the scoring per quarter. It keeps going up. Drew Eubanks is in. Josh Primo, KBD. I'm surprised KBD's out there. Bryn Forbes and Trey Jones. Forbes for 3, no good. And now a whistle in the paint. Why is KBD out there? If we need KBD to start possibly against the Jazz tomorrow, why are we playing KBD? I can't get comfortable on my couch. I was not squeezing one out. I realize it may look like that. 51 in 2015, 37 up by right now. Kangaroo Jacques. Trey Jones down 3-point land. Gets it to Bryn Forbes. Forbes pull-up jumper is good. Biggest win is 51, huh? Spurs with the 20th overall pick. And quickly became their starting. Look at that. Carlos dropping some facts. And a missed shot. Oh, what's up, Clan, the Spurs fan? I want to get hype, but I just saw the Pistons. Yeah, Clan. Also, the Pistons are missing half their roster in 3 of their starters. Primo for 3. Back room no good. So, I mean, it's a win's a win, but this is against a very bad team that's missing a lot of their players. That being said, let's not forget this. This would be the 3rd Spurs blowout win in a row against 2 good teams, the Clippers and the Lakers in LA. So let's just build on this. Hamidou Diallo with the jumper. It's good. 121.84. By the way, if you guys have not checked out Clan the Spurs fan, he's a Spurs fan and does Spurs content. Alley-oop to Drew Eubanks. Too much alley, not enough oop. And it's Pistons ball, but, you know, support another Spurs streamer. Or, he's actually not a streamer. Content creator. He hasn't done... Clan, you haven't done a Spurs game in a while, have you? I can't remember the last one you did. Been like a month, but I know you're busy with school too, and streams take up almost 3 hours. Forbes into the paint, throws up a layup, no good. 34-point lead. Hopefully this 3rd unit doesn't, I don't know. They're not going to blow the lead. That's a 3 on the other end, no good. Spurs ball. I don't know who most of these Pistons players are. Devontae Kaycock is dressed. Why is he in there? Get KBD out of there. KBD doesn't need to be playing. Save him for tomorrow. Drew Eubanks. What the hell was that, Drew? Just passes it right to the Pistons, right to Stanley. I don't know what. That was an ugly Drew Eubanks-esque pass. Pull up 3 by Garza. Hobson call timeout. Yeah, this unit's not working. So there you go, the current 15. Yeah, let's get some Devontae Kaycock. And yes, Albel Formento, exactly. Why is KBD in there? KBD apparently is going to start while DeJounte Murray's out, starting him at the 4 and move Doug to the 3, move Keldon to the 2 and Derek to the 1, keep Jakob at the 5. Get Devontae Cacok, who's been killing it in the G League. Let's see what he has in the NBA. Now, granted, it's against pretty much other G Leaguers, but bring him in. I'm not even home, but yeah, I've been limiting my streams by stream. Did you stream? I didn't even see your stream come up. Maybe I was busy. But hey, I get it. I know you've been doing more Spurs videos than I do. I think you do usually 2 videos a day. But I wasn't trying to troll you on my comment with comparing players, but I even had the discussion in my chat. I don't like saying Devin Vassell's the next Kawhi Leonard or Kellen Johnson's better scoring Bruce Bowen. I just, if you want to make comparisons, for me, it's just like when people say I see similarities in games, I get that. But when you say they're going to be the next player, I like the player to be the first them. Kellen Johnson's the first Kellen Johnson. DeJounte Murray's the first DeJounte Murray. Just, establish their own, legacy, if you will. How many wins did Pop need? I think he needed 14 or 15. Yes, Yank KBD. What? What? Huh? Anyway, commercial time. We're in a timeout. Pop called a timeout. The lead has been cut to 31, but KBD should not be in the game. Bring in Kaycock, Wieskamp. Bring in all the G League guys, and if the score gets to 20, bring, your second unit back in. But we got to go all third unit. Ha, put Coyote in there. Washington scored. I'm glad. Not that I'm rooting for either team. When I finish this stream, I'd like to watch Washington and Dallas, and I don't want to see a blowout there. The Spurs blowing up the Pistons is fine because I'm a Spurs fan, so I'm invested. I'm going to watch the whole game no matter what happens. If I'm watching an NFL game and I'm not a fan of either team and it's a blowout, I'm just going to not watch the game. Give me DeJounte for... I don't want Anthony Davis, Carlos. Yes, that is in the doghouse big time. Anthony Davis is a great player. He's always hurt. He's injury prone. He just is. He's never played 80-plus games in a basketball season. He's hurt right now. He's just... I don't know what the deal is. How about the San Antonio Spurs? 177-20 in games. They're 177-20 in games with 30-plus assists. That's an .898 winning percentage since 96-97. 3-Mo, Weezy, Kaycock, Eubanks, Trey Jones. Is that who's on the floor? Nope, Bryn Forbes is on the floor. What's up, Jory? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, that's true, Playmaker Guido. I see Trey Jones, Bryn Forbes, KBD still out there. Primo and Eubanks. Primo to Eubanks. Eubanks in the paint. Double clutch. And then throws down a little mini thunder dunk of justice. Bryn does not need to be in there. He's a veteran. This playing time does not help. Well, maybe he just wants to get Bryn some minutes. He didn't play against LA. Luka Garza with the turnaround hook shot. Good. 123-92. 9 minutes to go. Trey Jones sprints into the paint. Pull-up runner jumper is good. Oh, you didn't like him? Oh, I didn't know that, Carlos. I didn't know you didn't like AD. But he did help the Lakers win a championship 2 years ago, so there's that. Spurs bench, 54 points. Pistons, 15. Garza, another pull-up jumper. And Luka Garza, with Drew Eubanks guarding him, is now looking like a Hall of Famer. Trey Jones back into the paint. Bounce pass to Eubanks. Eubanks with the layup. It's good. And one. 127. Bob Eubanks. Who? Let Becky be the first one to play in the NBA before she leaves. Put Becky in the game? Oh, she's not dressed for it. What's up, Percival? Thank you for stopping in. What's up, BRT? Appreciate you stopping by. He missed a free throw, and now another whistle. They're calling the Spurs back. Lane violation, maybe? More soft than a toilet paper. Thad Young, trade or buyout full-time Spurs fan. I think we could really see a LaMarcus Aldridge situation with Thad being very vocal about not wanting to be here. Essentially not wanting to be here. I could see teams going, I'm not going to trade anything for him. You're just going to have to buy him out, and then we'll pick him up on the cheap. And we'll get nothing for him. DeJounte's in the health and safety protocol game. That doesn't necessarily mean he has it. Luka Garza just fouled out. Oh, wow. So that's one less player for the Pistons, already down multiple players. Oh, my Lanta. Um, okay. Pop got only hurt before the playoffs when we had the number one seed. And wait, what year was that? That's a hot commodity. He's a hot something. More steaming these days than hot. Luka Garza, done? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Eh, eh, eh. Goodbye. And what's up, Go Spurs Go? 2011. I couldn't remember. All right, 8.5 minutes to go in what is obviously a blowout. KBD still in the game. Pop is being stubborn, keeping him out there. Why isn't Sadiq Bey for three? No good. Primo with the rebound. Can we get some K-Cock? Seriously. Want some K-Cock? Bryn Forbes, three-point land. Gets in and pulls up for two. And Forbes, padding his stats right now, I suppose, if you will. 129-94. Spurs up by 35, which would be their biggest victory of the year. I think the Lakers, was that their biggest point margin before this? And check Diallo with the pull-up jumper, no good. Foul, going to go to the line for two. Yes, keep this up against the Jazz. Yes, garbage time Q did foul out in like 5 or 6 minutes. Yes, he did. Your lost this Paul Phoenix and lost the goods. I do, Cruz. I do want some K-Cock. Devontae K-Cock. He's a bruiser. That free throw is no good. More substitutions. I hear some cheering by Spurs fans. Who's coming in? Joe Mama! Joe Wieskamp in the game for San Antonio. All right, Joe Mama. We just need Devontae in there now, and it's... Just get KBD out. Not that I don't like KBD, guys. Second free throw is good. Just keep KBD fresh for tomorrow night. Drew Eubanks to Joe Mama. Back to Bryn Forbes. Forbes into Drew Eubanks in the post. Drew posting up like it's 1959. And he loses the ball. He's going to get fouled. I want a chocolate cake. What? Wheezy's in there. It kills. There's 7.5 minutes left. Pop has almost the most ones by a coach with 350. Really? We got some K-Cock. The G League team is pretty much out there. Joe Mama, K-Cock, and Primo with Forbes and Eubanks. Nice crossover by Primo into the paint. Back out to Drew Eubanks, open for three. No good. Joe Mama with the rebound. Out to Forbes. Forbes whips around to Primo for three from the baseline. Good! Josh Primo for three. Zach Collins might play tomorrow. Are you serious? We got K-Cock. What should we have for the emoji for K-Cock? A banana? A zucchini? What do you guys want to do on the channel? Something for K-Cock. We got turtles for Pirtle. Frank Jackson drives the paint. Gets rejected by Drew. No, no, no. Yes, everybody on the roster has played, except for DeJounte, for obvious reasons. Or a rooster. All right, there's K-Cock. Let's rain the K-Cocks. Let's see some K-Cocks in the chat. Yes, Threemo Optimus Primo. K-Cock Cake. I hope I don't get trouble saying his name on YouTube. That's his name. It's not my fault there's a swear word part of it. Shot clock expiring, and Servedius, I can't say the dude's name, with a three, no good. Primo bring it up 132-95 into Drew in the paint, and Drew's going to get fouled. No, they won't stop kicking Penetro. Oh my gosh. DeJounte health and safety protocol. Likely not going to be with the team for 2 weeks, which sucks because we have 5 games this week. Yeah. Okay, there you go, Gordog. There you go. Drew at the line for two, and he missed the first one. Oh, gosh. Maybe that should be my next merch. A K-Cock shirt. Oh, my. Oh, my. Makes the second one. 38-point lead. Yeah, well, I want to see Devontae score. Cake. Oh, so much fun we can do with his name. We have a drive to the paint. Layup's good. And one. Who dat? That Diallo? What do you think? Shirt that says, give me some COCK ... Kaycock. Kaycock with the foul. Yeah, Zukim, I think because he had 2 negative tests within 24 hours, I think DeJounte, I don't know if he's still eligible for that. 28-7 Dallas. Oof. Hamidou Diallo at the line for 1. Pistons down to 8 guys right now with Luka Garza fouling out. 150 points, 6.5 minutes to go. It's possible. It is very possible. He missed the free throw. The ball don't lie. That's Hogan. The ball don't lie. Missed them both. The ball don't lie. Return as soon as 6 days after. Oh, okay, Phil. I didn't know that. Forbes into the paint. Gets rejected. Out of play. Going to stay with the Spurs. Leonard, what's going on? It's been a while, my friend. Dang, Spurs there. The Spurs I used to know. Go Spurs, go. What up? Leonard. It's been a good run so far. Blew out the Clippers, blew out the Lakers. Yes, this is a very depleted Pistons team, but a win's a win. And that would be 3 in a row. Forbes baseline jumper is no good. And we are about halfway through the 4th quarter. Jerome Kersey. Good call. And Diallo, Hamidou Diallo down the other end fouled. And that does not turn this into a foul fest, refs, in a blowout. Please. What's the Spurs' biggest win this year? Is it the Lakers game by 28? I feel like it might be. First free throw is good. Bacon cake. Nice. Yes, for this, they're playing good team ball, Butterfly. Everybody, I mean, it's a team thing. We don't have one guy scoring 20. We don't need it. Second free throw is no good. Drew Eubanks with the rebound, and it's the G League team plus Drew and Brim. Bad pass by Josh Primo trying to hit Bryn Forbes. Easily intercepted. And if anybody knows interceptions, it's a New York Giants fan. And now Kaycock getting called for another foul down the other end. Kaycock just all over the place. Just he's over there, and just fouling everybody. Nice, Cansbaro. I see what you did there. Pistons do have 98 J money. No, he's just trolling you with the Kawhi Leonard stuff. Non-shooting foul, Pistons ball. And, ooh. Offensive charge by Diallo. He goes down hard, grabs his back. He's okay. I was like, I don't need to see another Piston get hurt. They're so depleted as it is. Josh Primo takes the charge. Good job stepping in front of him. The game without all-stars, exactly. Somebody else just fouled out. Who just fouled out? Another guy fouled out for the Pistons? Luka Garza's fouled out. Check Diallo just fouled out. They're down to 7 players. Wow. Okay. The thing is, Frank Jackson has had a decent game. He's got to be in there. There's only 7 guys left on the Pistons roster that can play. With 2 guys fouling out. They dressed 9. Joe Mama with the ball. Into the post. Devontae with the jump hook. Devontae Kaycock has scored. I feel bad too, Bobby. Ning Mien, he could be out for 2 weeks. I don't know. Hopefully not 2 weeks, but he could be. Depends on his testing. Sadiq Bey drives to the paint. Reverse layups rejected by Drew Eubanks. Yes, 7 players left, Velo. Devontae Kaycock with only his 2nd bucket, I believe, as a San Antonio Spur. But he's been killing the G League, averaging like 20 and 12. Quick inbound pass is a miss, and it's Spurs ball. Josh Primo will bring it up. That was a miss by Pickett. Pickett on the inbound pass. Primo trying to get into Kaycock, and we're going to have another whistle down the other. That's an offensive foul on Kaycock. I got to tell you, Devontae Kaycock has picked up 3 fouls, I believe. Really channeling his inner Quindary Witherspoon. That's not a good thing. I need Frank to get 4 more rebounds, points, or assists combined. I think he's still, yeah, Frank Jackson's still in there. He has the ball right now. He drives into the paint. The runner is no good. Eubanks with the rebound. Both teams in the bonus. 4:50 to go. Spurs up by 37. Forbes takes off. Out to Joe Mama for 3. In and out burger. Drew Eubanks with the rebound. Back out to Bryn Forbes. Forbes to Joe Mama in the paint. Joe Mama misses the jumper, but he's fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. Is it 10 days now? Oh, did they reduce the news? Zach Collins-Lewis is supposed to be ready to go. Somebody in the chat said he might play tomorrow night. Quindare Witherspoon fouled out in like 5 minutes in a game, Brandon's World. He had like 6 fouls in 5 minutes. Joe Mama misses the first free throw. Washington football team player just took a swing at his own player on the bench? What? Amia, what's up? Go Spurs, go. You're welcome, John. Makes the second free throw. That's Joe Weezy's first points of the night. 136-98, 4.5 minutes to go. Yes, he is with the Warriors now. Sadiq Bey guarded by Bryn Forbes. Gets double teamed with Drew, and now another whistle. You're welcome, Lewis. Ben Simmons, what's going on? Yeah, I didn't expect the Spurs to, well, this should be happening again. No disrespect to the Pistons. They're missing most of their roster. You should be getting blown up by a team that's missing just one guy in DeJounte Murray. You're going to be at tomorrow night's game? Whoop. Nice. It's going to be a tough game versus the Jazz, but at least most of our guys should be well rested. Second free throw is good. The Jazz, are they missing anybody? They full strength? 8, 4, 2, 0 left in the game. Spurs up by 36. Josh Primo pick and roll with Eubanks. No pick, no roll. Josh drops it out to Devontae. Devontae into the paint, throws it up, and no good. And the Pistons looking to run the ball. 4 minutes to go. Stanley into the paint. And another whistle. Oh, come on. Ryan, what's up? Go Spurs, go from the Philippines. Yeah, seriously, Curtis, there is a foul like every 15 to 20 seconds. I'm like, it's a blowout. Can you just let them play so we can end the game? Cowboys 28-7. Donovan Mitchell is out. Thank you, Brown. I heard he might be. First free throw is good. That's Stanley at the line for Dose. The largest win was for... Wait, did the Spurs win by that much? Wow, really? I don't remember that. Was Damian Lillard out? Donovan Mitchell being out. Well, you know what? Then we're equal. We're not going to have DeJounte Murray. They're not going to have Donovan Mitchell. It's a wash. Josh Primo with the ball in three-point land, looking for Drew Eubanks. Back to Primo. Primo throws a little high for Eubanks. Eubanks in the paint, and he's going to get fouled. Oh, my goodness. One foul after another. Right? It kills. Somebody take the whistles away. Every play on either side of the floor, it's a whistle. Just, come on. They won't have the DMs, DeJounte Murray and Donovan Mitchell. That's a good one. First free throw is good. We buy out that, cut Drew, and sign Ben Simmons for the vet minimum and trade Bryn for Bagley. What? Yes, they have been. They have. Beat the 2 LA teams last week in LA. Brizzy, I don't think so. You know what? It's not the Spurs' way to be vocal out in the public about your unhappiness with your playing time, and because of that, he won't play again. He's done. That pull-up jumper is good. 138-104. Josh Primo with the ball right now for San Antonio. Pick and roll Drew Eubanks. Primo out to Bryn Forbes, and now another whistle? That's a foul. 2 more free throws. Yeah, but Ninya, don't forget, Donovan Mitchell's out. That's going to help. You can't spare. This game's falling apart because there's just one whistle after another. Drew Eubanks at the line for 2. Yeah, whistle practice. Practice? Talking about practice? 139 for the Spurs. In the Humane Society, what? Can we get to 200 thumbs up for this Spurs blowout? We are very close, my friends. Very close to 200 thumbs up. Would appreciate if you could. Drew misses the second free throw. Young is old, but still young. I like that. That's good. Yaggity yag. Don't talk back. The Spurs have taken 37 free throws. The Pistons have taken 34. Free throw fest. And it's going to be thrown away and they almost hit Pop the ball. Frank Jackson out for the rest of the... Frank Jackson's out too? What happened to him? They're down to 6 players on the Pistons? That is the smallest amount of players I have ever seen in a basketball game left that can play. Now, an offensive foul on the Spurs on Drew Eubanks. Timeout. My drunk Fred said trade Thad and a bag of chips for Giannis. Cowboys game going to be done before this game, right? Raven, what's up? Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year. This game is taking forever to end because they won't stop calling fouls. This stream has been over 2.5 hours. This stream should have ended 10 minutes ago. Big, but wow, Phil. Spurs play the Warriors in the first round, give them a hell of every ounce of sweat and determination, ending in a 7-game series. That would be something. Day kills. The Pistons got to be exhausted. They're down to 6 players now, apparently. John, are you a Pistons fan? I'm sorry, man. I don't. I'm glad we're blowing the team out because the Spurs have a back-to-back tomorrow against the Jazz, but I kind of feel bad for the guys that are out there for Detroit because they're trying their butts off, and they're just a lot of them are backups or recent signings. Jacques Landale had a career high. Yes, Sirski, DeJounte Murray's out for health and safety protocol. Now, he's on my thumbnail because I'm sticking with my thumbnails. All the home games for the Spurs are going to have DeJounte Murray on them. All the away games are going to have Keldon Johnson on them. I just have templates made and templates for my tagging, for my titles, for my thumbnails. And it makes people identify the channel easier, too. If they see DeJounte in the thumbnail, like, oh, it's TSR Sports. Frank is out. So they're literally down to 6 guys. Walton, Diallo, Bay, Pickett, Stanley, and Servetus. All-Star break's not till February. It's a long ways away. Like February 15th-ish. Curry's tuning his Pop and company. I don't think DJ's going to be ready to go tomorrow. By the way, Mono, say hi to the chat for me. Yeah. All right, anyway. Somebody tell me who scored the first basket of the game. Oh my goodness. I don't remember at this point. I really don't remember. That was a while ago. That was a long while ago. These NBA light games, G-Leaders, will be called outliers and skew the actual stats for yeah, true story. Spurs got the Pistons right now. They got the Jazz tomorrow at 8:30. I'll be calling that. And then the Heat at 8:30. Those are both Eastern, so I'll be live for both games. Not calling the New Year's Eve game. I'll be back for the closing the week with the Pistons on Saturday night. Fernandez. Mi español no bueno. I'll just say that. Yeah, productive. What's going on? All right. Pistons ball down by 35. 2:45 to go. That pull-up 3 is no good. That's the dude's name that I can never say. Servetus, whatever. The drive to the paint. And a nice layup by Hamidou Diallo. Whoops. Whoop, beep. 139-106. Josh Primo out in three-point land, and the Spurs, I think, kind of taking the pedal off the metal at this point. I mean, you're crushing the team by 33. Pick and roll with Drew Eubanks. Josh Primo takes off into the paint, and he got blocked. Heck, I'm even getting tired out watching this blowout. Bay, of the CD kind, passes it out. And Servetus for 3. Good. Only a 30-point game. Pistons trying to make a comeback with 2 minutes to go. All right, I'll show the game, Jeremiah. The game. Boop, boop. Forbes maybe thought about a 3 for a half second. Gets it to Joe Mama. Joe Mama with the layup in the paint. Joe Wieskamp. Put that on the Pistons just in case. All right, Tobin, I'm okay. Yeah, let's let that play for the Pistons. 141, 109. That's a season high in points for the Spurs, I believe, at 141. Cervidis with the miss reverse layup. Spurs ball. Pearl scored the first one. Okay, J-Money, thank you. I could not remember that. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control. You know you can take it. My voice is a little shot to be doing that. I should not be doing that. 5 on the shot clock. Josh Primo just takes the long 3. No problem. 144, 109. 1 minute to go. Josh Primo at 9 points. Is that a career high in the NBA? Oof, air ball by Stanley. Over 254. They're at 253, Novel. Primo just decided, you know what, I'm just going to step back through this one. A very good game for the Spurs. Primo with the ball again. Primo starts to drive. It's got to be 9. It's got to be his career high in the NBA. I don't remember ever scoring as much. And now my NBA pass just went to a load screen. You got to be kidding me. Oh, Carlos, it's been done. It's been done. The Spurs were up big at halftime. What are you doing, NBA pass? And the NBA pass is tired out now. All right, let me just quickly reload it. I think Primo's going to the line for 2. Ben, the offense has been on fire. They started off the season just very defensive-minded. Now all of a sudden, their offense is cooking. Well, I didn't see what happened, but it's Pistons ball, 40 seconds to go. Must have been a turnover on the Spurs. Offensive foul, or that three-pointer is an air ball by Service. And the Spurs are just going to, looks like it's just going to dribble it out. Got to get across half court, guys. They're going to get the ball half court. I know dribbling it out, but seriously, that's the ugly turnover. Oh, I used to love the rest old WWE or W. And then, yeah, I don't think we're going to hit. I think neither team's going to score. Actually, the Pistons are going to take one more shot. Sitters for another 3. No good. Eubanks with the rebound, and the Spurs will dribble it out. That's going to be your final score. Drew's just going to hold on to the ball and 144, 109. So if the over-under was 254, you're 1 point short. What a great game for our San Antonio Spurs tonight, though. I needed this after the New York Giants played like butt. Yes, I remember that 73-point margin. That was ugly. Let's get to the stats, and I'm going to wrap it up. But if you could hit the thumbs up if you're heading out before I do the stats recap. We're not at 200 yet. We're oh so close. Oh so close. Let's take a look at the stats for the Detroit Pistons. Diallo with 28. Oops, let me get where I need to go to see that. All right, Hamidou Diallo, since there's 2 Diallos with 28. Sadiq Bey with 23. Luka Garza with 20. He did foul out. Derek Walton Jr. with 0. Man, he played 31 minutes and had 0. Wow, Hamidou Diallo had a minus 37 on the night. Ouch. Frank Jackson with 17. Off the bench, Check Diallo with 9. Cassius Stanley with 9. Jamorko Pickett with 0. 0 for 7 from the field. And DVD Servidius with 3. I butchered that poor guy's name. My Lanta. For the San Antonio Spurs, Colin Johnson with 27 points in only 23 minutes. Doug McDermott with 13. Jakob Poeltl with 14. KBD with 10. I didn't realize he had 10. Actually, he had KDB playing shooting guard. That sounds like a solid matchup. Derek White, only 7 points, but he only played 16 minutes, and he had 10 assists. Off the bench, Lonnie Walker with 8, Devin Vassell with 8, Trey Jones with 8. Trey Jones had 8, 5, and 11. I didn't realize he had 11 assists. Jacques Landale with 18 points in only 16 minutes and 44 seconds. He was 7 of 9 for the field, a career-high 18 points. Bryn Forbes at 9, Joshua Primo with 9, which I believe is a career high in the NBA. Drew Eubanks with 8, Joe Wieskamp with 3, and Devontae Kaycock with 2. We saw the entire Spurs roster minus Thaddeus Young and Zach Collins and DeJounte Murray. Zach, I don't know when he's going to be ready to go. DeJounte out, health and safety protocol, and Thaddeus Young in the doghouse. That was a great win. I'll be back live tomorrow for the Jazz and the Spurs. Again, if you get the thumbs up on the way out, let's see if we can get to 200. And whew, my voice is shot. And Hillen, could just be Jamarco had to the goose egg. It was a great game. I will sleep well tonight. I want to thank you all for being here. What a great Spurs win. Let's do it to the Jazz tomorrow. Until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!